Welcome in, everybody, to the DRMC. I am Luke the Librarian. Joining me in just a moment will be Every Time We Slay as we get ready to continue on with our January 2026 gold bracket. Got 6 matches left after 2 really good matches last night. Hope you were able to catch those. If not, you can catch the live right now on YouTube. Well, don't catch it right now. Wait till this stream's over. You can see what happened, but you can catch it on YouTube or later on the Twitch VOD. But like I said, joining me now for this first one is going to be Every Time We Slay. And Slay, this is one we've seen quite a few times in Ibar versus John Depp Lindo.
Yeah, they have this will be their fifth matchup, and I was just we were just talking about it before we came on live. Interesting to me that except one time they've always met as the 8-9 seed, which of course we know Flindo is the Mr. 8-9 seed. So this should be a familiar matchup
Yeah,
for
and
the players.
he would love to not be, honestly. That's that is a curse that he has feels he's gotten. And speaking of cursed, I'm looking at the seed he's got. I mean, that's he got through it, but oh, it was not getting maybe it's the bad rehearsal, good performance sort of thing. But either way, yeah, this is the third time these two have met in the last 9 months. And like you said, it's almost always been as the 8-9. So gonna be really interesting to see what happens with this one.
Yeah, they are Qual is only one pill different. So I mean, not they would be far apart because they're 8-9, but I thought that was pretty interesting too.
Yeah, heck of a qualifying this month. It's the third or fourth time we've had an all 17 top 16 bracket. That is, for those not aware, you get 30 minutes to qualify, starting at level 0 and going as far as you can. 17 is getting into level 17 is kind of the benchmark now. It used to be a lot lower than that, and I fear it will be 18 or 19 before we know it. But every
Yikes.
player in your main bracket this month has gotten into the 17 in their qualifiers. So, ooh, it's getting tough.
Right, folks. Chad, you ready? This is part two of round one of our 2026. And we have a 3-2-1 and pills.
Great new stream setup by the Dave, our restreamer, who's always pulling off some cool stuff and pretty floaty boards for both players there, Slay. I am a little concerned about the amount of blue on top of bars, but other than that, the board's looking pretty good.
And when they first opened, Ivar's was a little bit nicer in that it didn't have a big cavern, but he got the pills to suddenly open one up. So now they're both going to be dealing with a bit of a split sort of spire situation, especially here for Ivar. Not
Yeah,
much yellow
and
to speak of either on
yeah,
either
and both
board.
players are looking at needing a lot of red at this point. It's not to the point of being of concern, but that column 8 on Flindo, I think, is of concern. He's going to want to get into that, basically freeing up. Oh wow, these pills are coming in perfectly for him. Yeah, freeing up the column 7 so that he could get to his column 8 is great. Ivar now just needing a handful of reds. Flindo just needs one more yellow. It's going to be pretty close coming out of level 6. Flynn Lindo with an impossible to see timer right now, so we're not really sure where it is, but 124 is a good time there for Ibar. So you got to think both players are pretty
Ooh,
happy with where they came out of that level 6.
Flindo playing with fire a little bit at the top of the board. Not that he can't handle. Oh, I like this
Ooh.
nice horizontal drop into another clear. Lots of nice horizontal opportunities for Flindo here, and he's going to take them.
And we look over at Ibar's board. It's very vertical. That column 3 is pretty badly spired. It's not horrendous yet. In fact, this is going to take it all down. And it caused a little drop time, but with a combo like that, I always say drop time doesn't really count. So yeah, as long as he gets the pills that he needs, this one's not going to be too bad for him.
Yeah, as long as the red comes again for Ibar. Meanwhile, Flindo just needs a couple of yellows, and he will be out at um, whatever is equal to 229 on Ibar's timer.
Yeah, and Ivar not gonna be far behind as, oh, I like that setup there. He saw that he was getting the double yellow, that's all he needed, he just avoided drop time, and he's gonna be out at a 244. That's still well within that, minute and a half per level that we like to use as a benchmark.
Flindo's board really dense at the top, so once he can bust through all this, then it should be interesting how he deals with the spacious lower part of the board. I like Ibar's a
Yeah, no
little
real
bit better
use.
for that reason.
Yeah, the blue yellows for Flindo were just unnecessary, and now he's finally got a use for one, and, he doesn't really have a way to get to it, so he just doesn't need any blue right now, especially not a yellow blue. That's just not right game. So it's a three virus difference right now as we see it. We're not really sure what the time is there on Flindo, but as we see it, things looking like Ibar's got just the slightest of leads and may continue to have that coming out of eight.
Yeah, these were interestingly similar for a minute. Ibar's kind of worked through all the red, but there was a time where it looked I'm looking at both boards and just seeing red, 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 and like almost no blue to be found. Flindo maybe starting to get a glut of red pill halves. Gonna help him deal with this.
Yeah, this is getting
Ooh,
cursed right now. And
nice
there we go.
swim.
Flindo gonna get that swim. And
Ooh,
yeah, he
great
saw
combo.
a another horizontal that he wasn't gonna pass up because he really can't afford to waste any red pill halves right now. So Ibar out at a 419. Flindo just trying to get these reds and try not to get tilted. That's gonna be the real concern coming out of this one. I like the plans as yeah, now he gets the next red, he'll be able to get a blue and get that horizontal, drop down onto the red, or drop down onto that yellow, and everything will be hunky dory. But and it's just taking forever for the pills to come down for him, and all this is just bonus time for Ibar.
Yeah, that's a pretty cruel eight. Um, I like what Ibar's looking at, except for this spire that he's dealing with in column one that's dropping down. Um, again, nice and compact. I mean, you're getting to nine, so the boards are going to start to get a little bit closer together like this, which, is, in my opinion, more advantageous for making quick, low drop time type of clears. Let's see if Flindo
Definitely.
can put the Jets on here.
Yeah, it was an 18 virus chase down when the levels started, and it was just briefly lower than that, but Ibar just knocked a big combo down to get it back up to 17. It's now down to about 14. The end games are going to be a little slower unless unless somebody really has a really smart and fun end game planned. I like what I'm seeing on Flindos. He needs a blue. Well, he could use a blue yellow. Let's see if he decides to go that way. There he goes. Going to drop into that horizontal, and now it is just an 8 virus deficit. Again, it will depend on what's on his timer. We see in the chat that it is not visible on his screen, so as soon as he gets it back up, we'll be able to tell. But the start times were pretty similar, so you got to imagine that Ivar is in the driver's seat right now. Nice setup there.
Yeah, a couple
He is
timely double
going
blues.
to
Oop, couple of timely double blues
looks
for
like
Ibar
under.
that kind of helped him deal with that mess. 634.
He's Yep, and we'll let Flindo finish things up. Uh, okay, yeah, he's shaking his head mostly because of the RNG, I'm sure, but uh, I think this is possibly no, it's not a concession. It's just the pills not coming down for him,
Oh my
and yeah,
god.
we can't. Hopefully,
Classic.
he'll get his timer up for us so we can see what the official time is. But got to imagine that's an Ibar win.
There we go.
There it is, 7
7
flat.
minutes. All right. Yeah, judging by Glendo's reaction, I think he saw that high bar was done and he was just waiting for red
Oh,
and
yeah.
more
Oh,
red.
yeah.
This
Yep. So
match
the
brought
curse
to you
of
by
level 8
Level 8.
continues.
Level 8.
I
Ooh,
am
thanks for the gift subs, Jay.
yeah, we had a nice little hype train going on there. Appreciate that. If you're checking this out on YouTube, be sure to check out our live Twitch streams. You can be part of all the fun and take part in the hype trains and chat with everybody here.
Yeah, you don't want to miss
So we
that.
do have readies. Hey,
3, 2, 1, and pills. All right. Will the doc be nice? No.
no, not at all. Although looking at what Flindo's got,
Ooh.
yeah, I was wondering if that was the setup he was going to put together. It was speaking to him. He did have to kill off a setup over on that right hand side, but so far making the most out of a slightly floaty board. Speaking of floaty boards, though, I mean, look at what Ibar's dealing with, and not going for the yellow blue on top. Just he's delaying that in a way that makes me nervous.
Hoping he's putting another horizontal on. I love it. He's gonna take this T and then maybe hope for the double blue. Risky.
Ibar's
Okay.
definitely had more of a focus on verses over the last couple of years, and I'm wondering if surely he's not holding out for double blue. I mean, that's just crazy talk. Okay,
Oh,
there
and
we
of
go.
course,
And
on
then he
cue.
gets the double blue.
Yes, that's Dr.
Oh
Mario
man.
for you. I love this though.
There you
Great
go. That
dropping
should clear
down to
out.
clear that yellow. Yeah.
Oh, I thought he had the
Flindo
whole
out of
level. So
114.
115, 115.
Ooh, tied up after
Wow.
one. Let's go.
And these two, I mean, they're tied on crowns before this match. They were tied on total number of wins
Ooh,
against each other.
look at this by
It's
Ibar.
just, yeah, that was
Beautiful.
pretty. I mean, these two are as close as they can be when it comes to taking on each other. So it's not a shock that they're coming out as close as they are here.
Flindo's another super blue board. Let's see how he chooses to find his way out of this one.
A little garbage. Makes sense.
Ibar is just speeding through this 8, or excuse me, 7. He had 8 viruses left. But
Yeah, he's
all
been
he needs
playing
is
this
red.
super cleanly.
That double red's
Very
good.
clean on
Gonna help.
Ivar's side.
All right, just ooh, time another timely double red. Here we go. The mini, almost a rush, just when you need it. Flindo, meanwhile,
Ivar out
still
at a
dealing with blue.
Ivar out at a 230 there. That is a really good time. And now Flindo's got the 50-50, goes for the yellow, and immediately gets yellow pills. Oh man, you hate to see that. So it just needs one.
Every time.
There it is. Mhm.
I'm really feeling the combo game today, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, like I was saying, I feel like that's the amount of verses that he's been playing over speed here in the last few months. Oh, I see that triple. Absolutely. And Flindo going all the way to the bottom with that blue yellow, trying to get a couple of horizontals set up at the bottom of his board because you can see there's just no room for yellow up until what he just uncovered.
He just said blue, yellow, and more blue, or blue, red, and more blue, red at the top of the board. Um, Ibar, much more balanced board health, in my opinion.
It's
Holding on
only a
to what?
7
7,
virus
I
difference.
believe, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this. Using these yellows down at the bottom of the board, that'll help later for Ibar. Very good advanced planning, and he doesn't have to worry about stacking garbage on top of it either. This red yellow is
Oh,
going to be
wow.
real nice.
Flindo working his way out of just not really getting good pills. He's down to just reds now, but it's been a real struggle getting things to come up the way he needed. He's going to build a bridge here as Ivar out at sub 430.
Flindo just
Flindo not
needs a
going to be far
couple of
behind him.
more reds to catch him up. 439, 440.
So we're looking at a 4 virus chase down. That is nothing in terms of this game and how it can be played. So it's really going to be about execution here in this final level. Ivar is going in with the lead, but that can evaporate depending on how the RNG goes and how he plays this board.
Yeah, Flindo has no use for yellow at all. Well, okay, it's one yellow. Now he can get a little bit lower on the board. Oh, he's gonna really.
Oh,
Oh,
he's
here
got plans,
goes.
and there's the blue that he needed for those plans.
Oh,
So
that
now
was
he's
pretty.
back within five. Yeah. Did take some time to set up, so it's going to be a question of was it worth it? And that if he ends up losing this crown, that'll be one of the things he'll be questioning is was this worth it? But right now it is 10 to 14, so Flindo's back where he was at the start of the level. Ivar has everything free and clear, just needs, yep, needs his setups, needs one more yellow and one more red, needs them separated. Oh, goes for the red instead of the yellow and is paying for it. But
Oh,
there's the drop, and at a 602, Ibar takes the crown, takes the game.
wow.
GG's to both players. That was a well fought match.
Yeah, great plays by both. Ibar really burning through those boards. I was expecting the decider from these two because they're so closely matched, but the doc did not want to help us there.
And I mean, you ask, 620, is that what I want? And you get told, yes, absolutely. I'll take that every day. And it still just it wasn't enough. But all right, that's the end of the first game tonight. We stick around. We've got several more coming up. This is the DRMC.
Right, welcome back. We are continuing our round one. This time we have the 4 seed LBB 22, aka Luke, versus the 13 seed Dave Smith says. What do you think about this matchup, Ook?
Oh, well, I have learned never to count a Dave out. Dave Smith has been around as long as anybody else and has played more than everybody else. So uh, he is definitely a player to keep on your radar no matter what's going on. Long time ago, built the reputation for being one of the craziest minds in this tournament. Hasn't really gotten a lot of success in recent months, but always, always a chance to turn that around. Meanwhile, Luke was a silver champion a couple of years ago, the second in a row of their silver year-end champions that we've got here on stream. So he is really his star's really been on the rise in the last couple of years. So it's going to be interesting to see what both these players can put together for us.
Yeah, Luke with an incredible run in person at the Versus Championship last November. And of course, you were saying, Dave, one of our most creative and great content delivering players, but Luke should be feeling confident. He beat Dave Smith twice last year in January and in March. So Dave's got his work cut out for him.
Yep. And we get our 3, 2, 1 pills, and I like Dave's board just a bit better, especially with some of the plans that he can put together here. And looks like he is putting those plans right together. Didn't go for the drop horizontal. Looks like he is planning. Okay, gets it right there. As we look over Luke's board, he needs a lot more blue than I'm comfortable with. Game, make a note, fix that.
I love that Dave Smith had a setup where he had two horizontals and he could have put either the one pill that delivers them both kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but he dropped the blue down and then the red falls to create the other one. Great setup, really smart. And seeing that high up on the board too is really beautiful to put together.
One of the reasons that Dave is such a well respected player when it comes to his verses in particular is because of plays like that, just where he sees things that maybe doesn't get seen by everybody else. And yeah, that's always been his strong suit. Meanwhile, we see Luke just needing a few more reds. He's hoping to get out sub 130. It's going to depend on what pills show up for him, though.
Yeah, Luke was blazing here in the dock, just wanted to dock him another 15 seconds at the end. Dave, meanwhile, just need two blues. If he can take out this
Yeah,
lower
he
one
missed
first.
one earlier.
Oops.
Going to cost him about 2, 3 seconds, but it's a lot of punish pills there at the end.
All right, looking at some options here, what he's gonna, I think he's gonna try and wait for another red blue to horizontal that red that's kind of de-sandwiched the blues on the column two up there. Here it comes. Now anything blue would
Look
probably
at
be, or we'll take the other side.
look at how clustered Luke's board is. Just everything's smashed down together in the middle there. That can make for some really efficient plays with like very reduced drop time, but it can also lead to a big honking mess if you don't end up with the pills that you need. So far, Luke using it to cruise, but Dave not too far behind. It is just a 2 virus difference
Yeah,
late in this level 7.
yeah, it's sort of a mixed
Oh,
blessing because if you don't have any, ooh, look at that drop by DSS. If you don't have anywhere to put pills that you don't need and the board's that dense, it's like you're looking for somewhere to maneuver them to get them out of your way, and that's just going to eat up time. Yeah, Dave really making a
yeah,
push here in this one.
gonna say I really love that play that he made because he set up a horizontal on that yellow in column 2 so that he was now able to take it either direction. Meanwhile, nice drop into a horizontal for Luke out at a 312. That is good playing from him.
Yeah, it was a smart play by he had a double red that he didn't need, and he put it into the column so that when he made the other clear, it would have a platform to save him a pill half there. So that's a good foresight. You gotta notice that those kind of things when you're playing at this level. Still pretty even match here
I think I
though.
counted a yeah, I think I counted like a 12-second difference between these two. Luke not seeing a
Wow.
cross opportunity there. I still managed to get things pretty well efficiently, just slight optimization that I would have expected would have expected him to see. He'll I don't know if he goes
Red
back and watches his matches or not, but I'm sure he'll see it.
yeah, Red City here for Luke, but a lot of them are doubled up, so ooh, I like that.
Yeah, really, really heads up play from Luke. And he is now 6 viruses ahead. It doesn't feel like it. It feels like Dave is quite a bit further behind just based on the shape of this board, but it is just now 5 virus difference between these two players.
Yeah, Luke gonna I'm surprised he didn't take that blue horizontal at the bottom of the board there. Um, he had it set up that he had options, but chooses to take it vertically. Does not set up the little shelf to get those reds at the same time, but he'll be out first at a 453.
Yeah, and it's like a lesson I picked up from Adelito when he said that the most efficient play is the one you see. And we can backseat all we want to. I've been doing it myself, but at the end of the day, Luke's the one taking the advantage, and Dave with a slight misdrop there. That one I
Ooh,
can't say anything else about it, but uh, he's got the opportunity for an underclear. I think that wasn't the intended spot either for that one. Touch of a tilt there for Dave, but he'll be back on. Wow, really good recovery.
yeah, I'm not sure he misdropped the second time when he was trying to clear up the first misdrop, but he still managed to sneak his way out of this at a 549. It's gonna have a bit of
So
a climb here, though. Luke with a pretty hefty
you're
lead.
gonna get that lightning bolt, and he's in a really good spot. Everything's not free and clear just yet. He is gonna have to take a little drop time, but it's a 20 something virus lead. It's a good place to be in, regardless of who you're facing.
Dave also dealing with tons of blue at the top of his board. It's just gonna hold them up from really making progress on especially on the right side. Columns 6, 7, and 8 are all kind of at the mercy of RNG right now.
Check out this setup here from Luke. That's going to drop everything down except for this blue, and he's going to get that. He's out at a 646. So GG's to both players. Tough that was a tough set of levels for both players.
Yeah, that was not the most
We
friendly of.
yeah, get everything reset and get these two in for game number 2. Playing for the win, Dave playing to survive.
We got readies. Can we get a decider?
Will be the question.
All right, interesting. Completely right heavy board here for Luke. Very interesting shape. He is going to have basically nothing except that one floating yellow in the first three columns. Oh,
You look over in the bottom right of Dave's board. I think he was trying for a swim early on. I didn't quite hit it, but it didn't end up mattering because it still providing a vertical and a horizontal on that right hand side. But that is the kind of board vision that Dave's got. And wow, Luke is just smoking this board though.
Yeah, like he's keeping that red horizontal. Here we go. Open so that he could have blocked it off if he tried to clear that blue sooner, but he knew he didn't need to, and he'd be better served to be efficient there. Gambling on that he won't get blue later. Wow, great level 6 out at a minute 1.
Wow. That is definitely a time. All right, let's see what Dave's going to get. He's going to get this set up. Yeah, there we go. There's that triple he was aiming for with his very first pill, and now just needs two more blues, and he's going to be out sub 1.5.
Luke with another board that has almost nothing on the left side. This is a really interesting seed.
It's amazing how sometimes the levels just seem to mirror themselves a little bit later on. I'm sure all of the genius programmers that we've got in the community can explain some of that to us, but all I see is dark magic. You know, that's all there is to it. Right, Luke's setting up for the horizontal beautifully, and now is going to be setting up. Oh,
Here we
okay,
go.
didn't end up mattering.
Yeah, he had an opportunity for that same one earlier, but it looks like uh, he made the right decision here because it's working out nice and clean for him, and he's really 219. I don't know about you,
So
Luke,
that's
but
a
I would take that
oh
every
yeah,
time.
yeah. I mean that's a after that minute one level 6, so that's going to put him at what 118 on that 7. Getting those kind of levels back to back is rare indeed. So we'll have to check his seed for performance enhancing drugs or something, I guess. Uh,
The truth behind the
I mean, maybe it's
doctor.
legal in Canada.
Oh, there you go. They are a little bit ahead of
Yeah.
us, aren't they?
But, yeah. So all right. Nobody in our stream, to our knowledge, is on any performance enhancers. So we'll put that out there, and we're not testing people. All right. Off of that subject, we've got Dave almost out of his level 7. Luke blazing right through this level 8, though. Dave just needs one blue to join him, and Luke needs like no blue, just at all.
Luke would love a double yellow right now. He's kind of stuck on this. Ooh, I like this. I did not see that until he was right about to make it.
Yeah, and
He's
now any red he can use to shelf here. Oh, decides. There we go. Okay, just gonna shelf with yellows, and
that
this a
blue. Yeah, he
fold?
realized that blue pill is gonna.
Oh no,
All right, here we go.
still kind of clear, but not what he was hoping for. And Luke strikes me as one of those players who is just going to be the slightest bit disappointed because his combo didn't go off the exact way that he wanted it to.
I feel that.
Oh, I do too. That's the sort of player I am. So I get it. I totally get that. And now he's okay. He's going to go right hand side with this
Oh,
combo.
look at this
Oh,
double
and it's going to be
blue.
with a double blue. Oh,
Doc being nice to Luke. Yeah, Canadians are so nice, and the Doc's repaying the favor.
right. So now the question is, will he get the blues to clear the top of this board? And will he get blue yellow? Because that's literally the only thing he wants. He'll use something else if he needs to, but okay, there's one. And doubles are good.
This
Oh, you
endgame,
can see
unfortunately
those
for
blues working.
DSS, is mostly he's having to just dig out, which is slowing him down a bit.
What's the plan
But
here?
he's gonna avoid the lap.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the chase down is quite a stretch, especially with Luke. Very close, but avoiding all of the. Okay.
One
All
more
right.
blue.
He's going to get this blue out at a 544.
540.
That is a very nice time.
Yeah, that's a great time. Let's just take a look here real quick. Oops. If I can
Like
get the
number 63, tied for 63rd, which just says so much about how many times we play this level block.
Luke's
All right.
69
Well,
best is 544 in competition, so he's got to
there
be
you
pleased with
have it.
that.
All right, well, that's 2 crowns out of the way. GG's to DSS, and congratulations to Luke, who'll be going on to the next round of our tournament. But we still got plenty of Dr. Mario left to play, so stick around. You're watching the DRM.
And welcome back to the DRMC 2026 January Speed Gold Bracket. My name is John Dat Flindo. Joining me in a moment is Sergeant Saros in the booth. We have another great matchup for you. We have Archer Lewis, our 6th seed, versus Betty B, our 11th seed. And this is always a fun one. Two great friends battling it out in Dr. Mario, one of our Padawan and Jedi kind of situations here. Sarge, what do you think about this match?
I think this is going to be a very exciting match because both of these players right now are ranked number 1 for the year so far, which when you consider we haven't had any matches yet, makes perfect sense. But these two have both been very big in the silver and in the gold bracket. Like Betty B, for example, was the 2022 silver champion, and these two have faced off against each other a few times, with Betty having a slight lead here. But it's I think this will be a very close one. I don't think we're going to see any big upsets in this particular matchup.
Well, we shall see what the game has in store for these two players. We have our readies, and here we go with our 3, 2, 1, and pills. Archer Lewis on your right, Betty B, or excuse me, Archer Lewis on the left, Betty B on the right. And here we go, Archer.
As they're saying in chat, yes, Betty B is undefeated so far this year. And how long will she keep that up? We'll be finding that out possibly in a little bit of time here. Is interesting boards for both of them. There's practically nothing in the bottom 4 rows of Betty's board, and she has virtually nothing in the way of blue, which in one way is good, but you don't want to have nothing of a color, even if it is blue.
I absolutely hate this board for Betty. I would 100% consider topping out and getting a fresh board if I saw that. And I really hate this board for Archer as well. Neither board is great. And Archer's is really kind of floaty up here towards the top. Getting a nice tuck under to bring that column 8 down, though, is Archer Lewis. But still needing a lot of blue to really progress down the rest of this board. And Betty herself needing just a heck of a lot of yellow and not getting it. Come on, game.
She had an absolutely amazing combo she did. She built it practically to the top. There's a nice L, by the way, by Betty B. All the way up to the top of the board. Managed to take the blue combo out of the top and a whole bunch of red viruses. Took a huge amount out at once and has kept herself pretty close this match despite the very challenging boards both of them have. But right now, Archer Lewis just needs 3 more red pieces and he will be out first. There's one, there's a second, there's a third. Out just a little bit above the 130 benchmark, 133. But look at this board he has for this next level and where those reds are.
That's a setup. That is definitely one of the boards of all time. Not much else you can say about it. A lot of blue, a lot of yellow here at the top. By the way, Betty out at a 143, 10 seconds here behind Archer, who gets a great drop into a cross clear. Betty again, just now kind of gonna get hamstrung by all the blue viruses that she's got on her board, trying to get those down though as best she can, and just not getting the blue that she's going to need, especially on that right side. If she can't get some blues on the right side pretty darn quick here, it's going to be really tough for Betty to be able to progress.
Yeah, these have not been the greatest boards of all time, but at the same time, this gets them the perfect option to show off their skill because anyone can speed a near flawless board. Is how do you handle boards that give you real adversity like we're seeing with these ones? They've done a pretty decent job, and Betty has managed to pretty much even this board out. That double blue help out, drop into the yellows. She just has couple yellows, couple reds is all she'll need to get through this level, where Archer needs a lot of yellow. Though this will help certainly if we can get this horizontal here. Look at that. Just needs one more as Betty is out at 308. Archer at 310. It didn't look like it was going to be at one point of that level, but we have more or less a tie game here.
Yeah, that was a really nice job by Betty to navigate that super wonky board and bring this back into a very, very slight lead over Archer. And I love that tuck underneath to get the lightning bolt and have some stuff drop down to where it was going to be useful by Betty. There's a really heads up play. Now looking at Archer's board, a double blue would be really great here for Archer. Would be, well, even a blue and a red, now that I look at it, to be able to drop that down, going to get it, and goes for it. Nice clear there by Archer. 21 viruses on Archer's side and 14 on Betty's side. Betty not taking the horizontal that I expected her, but I see now why. She needed one more yellow to be able to clear that out.
So many crosses and combos being done by Archer. I'm losing track of how many of them that he's done in this match. It's been very, very efficient, very quick, and despite that, though, it's only about a 3 virus difference. The difference is, however, look at where Betty's viruses are at the bottom of the board. She's really going to have a little bit of an issue here, though this will help a lot. Watch this. Boom. Pretty much everything taken down. She does have a little bit of an issue with that blue in the corner, but shouldn't be that hard, as Archer is out at about a 438, it looked like, and again has a level where it's pretty much just 2 colors at the top of the screen.
Yeah, it was about 435 here for Archer. Now, Betty 17 seconds behind at a 452 and kind of dealing with the same thing that Archer is dealing with a little bit of the color dependency. And Betty has some options though with this yellow, really trying to take all of this horizontally, and she's going to be able to get it, but it does leave her with a little bit of garbage here at the top of her board, and with a 12 virus deficit now against Archer, she's really going to be have to be careful about how she is working through this. Now, I've watched Betty a lot, and I think one of the things that she's kind of been struggling with lately is her end games. And I think ultimately, and especially with that last level, that's really what's kind of put her behind. But if she can get that cleaned up, she's going to be able to do some real damage real quick in these tournaments.
What's really been struggling her this match is she has gotten so much yellow when she had no access to yellow whatsoever that she was essentially just having to place pills everywhere just to try and not mess up other combos she was working on. And when you get situations like that, unfortunately, it doesn't matter how good you are if you're not getting the pills you need. But she's managed to do it pretty decently. But at this particular point, with Archer just needing 4 viruses to go, this one might more or less be able to just needs 1 red, and here comes the blue. Archer will be done first at a 6:23. Wow, 4:23. That would be a heck of a time, wouldn't it?
I would love to see a 423. That would be great.
Beautiful
And
sideways fat log by Betty there, who's looks like she's going to finish this one out and has still an opportunity to get a pretty decent time here. She's going to be setting up, take those blues out. Nope, she decided she's just going to reset that one here, and we'll get reset ourselves for the second matchup of this pairing between the two of them.
yeah, you see Betty's screen saying "ow," and I agree that was rough. But a great race, and it really just came down to that level 9.
It was. It was something. Yeah, it was good, in my opinion, not to see level 8 be the decider of a matchup today, because we've seen a few of those today.
Yeah. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about this game. Here we go. We have ready from both of our players. And a 3, and a 2, and a 1, and some pills to pay your bills with. I don't know.
I
Here we go.
apologize. I did not think that one through. I was not meaning anything towards you, just for the
No,
record. I
you're
do
good.
apologize.
You're good.
This is a much
Uh,
more even board on Archer's side. Has access to more or less everything. Betty, again, though she doesn't have much yellow at all on her board, doesn't have much access beyond these ones at the top. But at the same time, her board is viruses are a lot more centralized, a lot more combo opportunities than Archer's has, which is hard really to say who has the advantage of this board.
yeah, it's really tough to say here. Um, Archer's board is starting to look a lot flatter than Betty's, and Betty just getting hamstrung by the lack of blue pills. And here, as soon as I say that, she gets a double blue, which is going to help. But now she's gonna need some reds to open up this blue in column 3. That red blue, perfect for her. And here we go. Archer now on that side of the board is needing a lot of yellow to really just clear out this board, and looking to get yellow, and more yellow is Archer Lewis. The game's starting to provide, just needing 2 more. Will we get out at sub 130? Maybe. There it is. Archer out at a 121.
Not completely certain that's going to happen on Betty's side here. Just the pills she's gotten have not they've been good. They've just not been great, and that's slowed her down just a little bit. Looking at Archer's board here for his level 7, this is I'm not sure how to feel about it. It's not a bad board. It's got access to more or less everything, but there's no real areas where you got 2 of the same color together nearby in the same column or row, and that's kind of going to slow things down as Betty's out at a 152.
Yeah, Betty had a play with a double yellow that showed up, and it didn't quite play out the way that I saw it. I didn't see exactly what happened, but to me it looked like it was all going to clear out at once, and it didn't. So I'm really confused and gonna have to go back to the tape to see exactly what happened there. But Betty now just storming back in this level 7. But definitely did not want to place that yellow blue right there. That is a misdrop here by Betty. Not going to be too terrible big if here, if she can get a yellow to clear this out.
It was getting a little scary there near the top of the board with how she was building things up there. Looks like she's going to try dropping everything down with potentially an L clear. If no, she's just going to go with a straight horizontal, let things drop there. But this is giving Archer the opportunity to maintain the lead that he has right now. Just waiting on blues is really all that they're doing right now. And there's the last blue that they need there out of level 7 at a 308. Again, just a little past the 3-minute mark that you usually want to see after 6 and 7. Not a very bad time. And not a very bad level 8 either. I mean, those columns 7 and 8 are a little difficult, but there's a lot of pairings, either horizontal or vertical, there, to once you get to him, should be able to clear them out pretty quick, as Betty is out herself at a 328.
Yeah, so a bit behind the 8 ball here is Betty B, but I gotta say, I actually really like this board state for Betty B. It's a lot less naturally split than Archer's is. The real issue that Betty's going to be having is she needs reds and she needs blues. She's getting red yellows. So the doctor has just been very rude to Betty today, and I absolutely hate it for her. I feel for her. A red blue would be fantastic right now, or this yellow blue even also works. But looking over at Archer's side, gosh, that's a lot of red, Sarge.
I'm trying to figure out what they were setting up for in the on the left-hand side. It looked like they were trying to find a way to take all those blue reds out at once, and I was not honestly seeing how it could be done. Looks like they did eventually just abandon it and take them out in pieces.
Yeah, and I think Archer is going to have to just go vertically here. That's well. I mean, horizontal is an option. Has that the horizontal opportunity on the reds. Takes that. Definitely going vertically with these blues. Now is set up to go either way. The plan is to go horizontally though with the yellows. 5 minutes flat here for Archer Lewis. Betty just needing to. Okay, gonna take the drop time. And it is now a 6-second game. Betty's still right in this. And gosh, this board for Archer is so staircased. It's not even funny.
And no access to yellow, at least for a little bit, until they can get that. And even then, it's access to just one yellow. That's going to make things a little challenging, particularly since Archer's been getting yellow like crazy in every level. That's really going to slow things down. Well, Betty has decent access to everything, all the way from top to bottom, and so many groups of 2 or 3 the same color together. This is the board that Betty needs if they're going to force a decider here.
Yeah, looking at Betty's mid game, though, there's a lot of yellow here that she's going to have to kind of force her way through. And she's got to hope that Mario continues to give her those yellows. And fortunately for her, he is giving her the yellows. And will he continue? Only time will tell here. Yeah, she's just continuing to get these yellows, but Archer now just storming through is now in the end game and really needing reds and yellows to finish this out. Who's going to get what they need first? It's going to be really close here, but I think slight edge goes to Archer Lewis.
Right there, Betty B just took 5 hours off. I think she might have wanted to take that red underneath, but hard to say. But she's going to. There's a couple little minor mistakes have made a bit of a difference, as Archer Lewis is out at 6:44, and I don't know. I think that, if Betty had done a couple pieces already and just a little bit differently, we might have seen a much closer finish here. But either way, she'll be out sub-7 at a 6:57.
GG's to both our players. It will be Archer Lewis moving on to round 2 to play the winner of Floyd and Resimatic, which we are going to see a little bit later. But for now, stay tuned. There's another great matchup coming up. Stay tuned. This is the DRMC.
And welcome back, everyone, to the 2026 January Gold Speed Bracket. My name is Sarge, and join me in a moment will once again be John Ed Flindo as we get into our next matchup, which is going to be a very exciting one. We have Ramsey Fox versus Ook the Librarian, and Ook has been on quite a tear in tournaments in recent months, hasn't he, John?
Yeah, Ook in September making that run all the way to the finals. Couldn't close it out, but a huge monster month for Ook the Librarian. Speaking of monster months, we have Ramsey, our 7 seed, over on the other side, a PB with a 1707, tying Archer Lewis, who also got a PB of a 1707, and this is one of those matchups that I'm super hyped for. I've been waiting for this one all week. As soon as the bracket locked and we were sure who was going to be playing who, this is going to be a really fun one. I'm super excited for this.
Yeah, in the matchup between each other, Ook does have the lead. They've only faced once, and Ook won that one 2-1, but that was back in September 23. And it is very safe to say that both these players have had an absolutely insane improvement to their game since then, that shouldn't even be considered on who has the edge in this match.
Yeah, and they're ready, and they're already off to the races here. It looks like we are having a little bit of internet issues on Ook's side, so bear with us. I'm sure hopefully that will work itself out here shortly. But right now, we'll talk about Ramsey's game. Ramsey with a really nice horizontal there, leaves him with a little bit of garbage there, but Mario giving him exactly what he needs. And there we go. There we have Ook.
Yeah, it's a very red-yellow heavy board for Ramsey here. Not really much you can do about that, and just right now, just hoping doesn't see a lot of blue pieces. Meanwhile, Ook is probably also thinking the same thing. He's only got a couple blue viruses, and they're all very much right by each other, especially those two at the bottom of the board. So he's going to want to see a lot of red yellows as well. And so far, not really getting that, which could slow things down quite a bit. Right now, over on Ramsey's side, just needs one red, couple yellows, and he will be out here. There's one yellow, slided in beautiful to horizontal, and there's the other out first at a 130 exactly here. It goes into their level 7, and not a bad board he has here, John.
Yeah, I like the board for Ramsey here and getting out at that par time of 130, exactly what he wants to see. This is one of those boards that it's not too vertical, it's not too horizontal. He's got, and the horizontals that he got are doubled up, so where he's going to be able to clear some stuff out horizontally. And I love what he did with that double yellow. Gave him the chance to take those blues out horizontally if he got a double blue, and he did. So very, very heads up play there by Ramsey. Meanwhile, peeking over at Ook's side, he's just needing one more yellow and he will be out. Looks like about a 144. He is into his level 7, but a huge virus deficit here for Ook. Ramsey just about out here. He's having a heck of a game.
He really is. This is easily going to be before the 3-minute mark here. It just needs 3 reds, and well, there's a yellow. It just needs 3 reds now, and it'll be out. This is where you give us the 3 red stock. There's 1, there is 2, there's a 3 out at a 248, which is pretty darn good time, you know. And again, it's a decent board, plenty of opportunity for most colors. Would like to see a little bit more access to yellow at the top, but it won't take that much to get access to yellow for Ramsey here. It's a very, very even board for the most part, though again, over on Ook's side, no real blue to speak of on the board. He needs a lot of red, yellow again, John.
Yeah, I was, as you were talking about the yellow on Ramsey's side, I peeked over and Ook's Ook's entire top line was yellow. I was like, oh man, that's gonna be rough to get through. And of the 5 viruses he's got left, 4 of them are yellow, and then 1 red that's just kind of hiding out in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. But now he has access to that. Any red yellows that he sees are going to go onto yellows. And now just needing 3 more yellows. Will they show up? Probably eventually. It looks like he's getting a little bit blues. He did get the yellow though. He is out into his level 8. But again, Ramsey just surging through here. Would love to see a red blue now for Ramsey to be able to drop this down and get that blue horizontally. He's going to do it a little bit differently than what I had planned, which is totally fine.
Yeah, he's just right now, he's just trying to take out everything in what looks to be the most efficient way possible with the pills he's getting, and he's doing an excellent job here. That yellow horizontal, get rid of the yellow on top of the red. Right now, he just, for the most part, needs reds. I think he decided to place it off to his side because he didn't want to try blocking anything off with that blue potentially until he figured out how to get to that last blue piece. Right now, he just needs 1 red, which there it is, just needs 3 blue pieces. Meanwhile, Ook has just been tearing through this level 8 over there as Ram's out of 448, but just 11 viruses left for Ook. He has done an amazing job trying to storm back here.
Yeah, and looking at Ook's board, he's got some really nice opportunities to do some special things, especially if he can start getting some more of those doubles. Like that double yellow he got. This yellow red, perfect. Uses that to drill down in column 1 and needing just 2 more reds and 3 more yellows. How is he going to prioritize here? Just going to depend on what he gets first. Gets the yellows, and now needing 1 more red. There it is. He's going to be out at about a 458 or so. Didn't see the exact time, but 17 virus chase down now for Ook the Librarian, and peeking at Ramsey's board, this is looking pretty darn split. If he's not careful, he's going to be dealing with a lot of drop time. Could be the opportunity Ook needs to get back into this game.
Yeah, and the couple things Ramsey does not really have, except for at the bottom with those yellows. He doesn't have any real opportunities where he can be taking off viruses 2, 3, 4 at a time. And that's going to make it that the gameplay is significantly slower. And on the flip side, you can see a lot of positions where you got 2 vertically or horizontally for Ook, either right beside each other, nearby each other, giving him definitely the board advantage, but of course the pills that he gets makes the bigger difference. Right now, it's just a 4 virus difference between the two. This can be a very close one, folks, especially when you consider the timer difference that we have between the two, which is about a 20-second timer difference.
Yeah, with Uka being in PowerPoint mode here, it's really hard to tell who has the true lead. And Ramsey just waiting for any way to the double blue perfect gets that down. Um, this now looks pretty close here actually. Nice cross there or sweet tea there by Ramsey. Shout outs to Wilford Brimley. Just needing reds to get out of this. Oh, and that double red perfect. Another double red would be ideal, but he's going to be able to drop that down horizontally. 717 now for Ramsey. That gives Ook about 20 seconds to clear this out. It's gonna be close one, folks. He's just got to get 3 more yellows and 3 more blues. Oh, he clears it out horizontally. He's got 7 seconds to get the blues. There's 1, there's 2, and I don't know what's next. Oh, it's okay. That is probably
Oh
going to
boy.
have to go into booth review. That is a 1-second difference. Hang tight, folks. We will get that confirmed for you. For those that are new, if this does result in a tie, then they will go to the next level. In this case, level 10.
Wow. That was amazingly close at the finish there. This is always the exciting part. Right now, our fabulous restreamer Lee Dave is taking a look at where they started, how things were at the beginning, and will do his best to determine if it was a tie, if there's a difference, and as soon as they know, we will pass it on to you.
Yep. At the moment, it does appear that Ramsey has taken the first crown. But one of the things that they search for is, did the timers start on time? Did they end on time? There's a lot of variables here. So when it's this close, our judges do a great job to make sure that everything is good and squared away. And we appreciate each and every one of our judges. D Dave, doing the behind the scenes work here today. Floyd 1977, who does work judging qualifiers. Our entire staff, they just do a great job organizing these tournaments, and could not be there. We could not be here without any of them. So a huge shout out to all of our staff.
Absolutely. One of the greatest groups I've worked with anything online. They are very, very good at what they do.
Yeah, and folks, that was just the first crown. We still have at least one more of these to do.
Yeah, we got. I'm looking forward to our first decider today, and how close these two are. We may see our first decider today in this matchup.
It's very possible. All of the games so far have been sweeps. The 2 yesterday, and then the couple that we've played so far here today. Let me see. We are still working behind the scenes to make sure that everything is good. So hang tight, folks.
We're still doing a little bit of review. There was some minor things that are having to be looked at due to the joys of the internet, but we will have the result momentarily. We do appreciate everyone's patience in this matter.
And here we go. Confirmed. Ramsey with the 1-second victory over Ook. GG's to both our players. And we will get Ook the Librarian back up for you momentarily. He went ahead and got his router restarted. So hopefully we'll have a smoother gameplay for you from his side. And it is encouraged that all of our players also local record for reasons like this.
I'm still on the verge of laughter from your PowerPoint comment. That was outstanding.
All right, all right. Well, I
We have our
appreciate that.
readies,
Here we
and there are
go.
3, 2, 1, and pills.
Pills. Pills.
Much better boards, and you know how I can tell they're better boards? They're actually flowing properly. No, because they got nice, even colors all the way across. I mean, Ook did start off with a fair amount of yellow. He did have to, unfortunately, I'm sorry, red. He did have to take most of that red off because of the pills he got early on. But he's doing a good job making sure he has, for the most part, some decent diversity all the way up and down. Meanwhile, over on Ramsey's side, it's a little bit of floaty where some of these pills are going, but it's very even. He's starting to run out of red, but again, he started with a fair amount of it. It wasn't bad board. It's more the pills that he's getting that's playing a bigger impact. And at about the 50-second mark, we are dead even right now, John.
Yeah, it's very close here. Ook taking a large bit of drop time, but it is efficient drop time, so I don't mind it so much. If he can get any sort of red here, and he's going to in the form of a blue red, looking pretty good for Ook now. Just needing a couple more yellows. Interesting decision that he had to make there. Ramsey's going to get the undertuck at 119, and Ook also out at a 119. Pretty much a tie here as we go into level 7. This is very close, Sarge.
Yes, this is already giving a hint in what we might see in this second match. As I see what we see this in every match today. One person who's been building up right near the top in order to make things a little scary, but in order to get a very impressive combo, followed into another combo by Ramsey. That takes confidence, folks. You do, even at lower levels, you do not operate that near the top of the screen on high unless you're confident that you can handle the split-second decisions needed, and Ramsey pulled that off to perfection.
Yeah, and Ramsey, there's good things and bad things about this board, and the main issue that he's got is it's just all on that left side. I really don't love the board for Ramsey here, but he's going to do exactly what he can. Now, had an opportunity, interestingly enough, with the red yellow followed by the red blue, could have brought that down to the bottom of his board, created a horizontal, and done some pretty cool stuff there. Elects not to do it. He's just going to go vertically with all this. And I like the decision there to drill down the red yellow, seeing that he had a double yellow in his next box, was able to get 2 pills out at once. And now Ook getting blue droughted. But there he goes. He's going to be out at a 247. He is out first. Ramsey now just getting red droughted. There we go, 256. So both players sub 3. That's the par time that you want to be looking for. But Ook with the slight advantage here.
Yeah, they're getting mirrors on everything, even having a drought at around the same time, making this a very exciting matchup. There is so much yellow that Ook needs to top his board right now, and virtually nothing in the way of blue. Like, he's only taken it off, I think, 1 blue virus, but he's got 6 left. 6 out of 23 being blue, and none of them accessible. That's going to make things very challenging for him. Meanwhile, over on Ramsey's side, Ramsey also only has 6 blue and has just 1 of them accessible. So really, this one's going to come down to more or less who gets less blue and what they can do with the blues they are given.
Yeah, and I really don't know whose board I like better. I think I favor Ramsey's. It is quite a bit more vertical than Ook's board, but he's got a few more double setups. But I say that they're all blue, so it's half one way, 50% the other. And Ook the Librarian now actually using that to pull ahead here. Again, 417 for Ook. But Ramsey really not far behind at all. Just going to need 2 more blues. As I peeked over to look at Ook's board, Ramsey's pretty much cleared this out. 432, still very close here going into our final level.
Yeah, and both of them are starting off with a lot of blue on the top of the board. And originally, Ook didn't have much in the way of red, and Ramsey just had one red, and Will for a little bit of time here. So they're being very even boards. The pills are getting a pretty even, and it's only a 5 virus difference right now. As a timer more or less even. At this particular point, a 5 virus difference is virtually nothing. In fact, now it's a 2 virus difference. So this is going to be one of those ones where don't blink, folks. You might miss the ending of this match as Ramsey has now taken a minor lead here, John.
Yeah, the boards for both of these players are pretty nice. And it's just going to come down to who's going to get what they need first. Ook with a really nice horizontal there, taking these red blues to create some clears down his board. Starting to get a little bit yellow and blue dependent though. And look over at Ramsey, a nice sweet tea there at the bottom of his board. It's actually looking pretty nice here. If you are a fan of Ramsey Fox and the blues, he's continued to get those blues when he needs them, has the opportunity to take these reds at the bottom horizontally, but now peek over at Ook, just needing a couple more red blue or blue yellow. Here we go. Who's gonna get what they need first? It's gonna be Ook at a 605 and Ramsey a 609, 6-9. Very nice job, Ramsey. But folks, we have our first decider of 2026.
You can see Ramsey shaking his head because he played what looked at the time to be the smarter move, but the pill right after the next box wasn't a difference, but when it came afterwards, next box would have cleared things out if he had placed the pill on column 3 instead of at the bottom. And he knows that may have been the difference right there. Just one A or B, and sometimes it's just how these matches go. But we do have our first decider of the night. Excuse me.
And chat going crazy with their crows in the chat. Caw. And as crazy as this game is, the crows, they love their rows, but they love their columns. That was so bad. I'm sorry.
I think did we get our 3-2? Oh, no, he's just resetting
No.
his level. Okay, I didn't think I saw that. Apparently, you're being given the hook right now.
Oh, I 100% deserve that. 100%. We can edit that out, right, Dave? That's not happening.
These two, do we have? Yeah, Boo from Betty B says a lot. Let's see, do we have readies yet? Okay,
We
so
have
it is ready for Ramsey Fox, and from Ook, we are waiting now on the countdown. 3, 2, 1, and pills. As a reminder, the last time these two met, it went to a decider. So this is definitely meeting up to how things went last time. And I am not a fan of Ramsey's board. Oh, there's too much way high up and gaps in between that, if you're not careful, is going to cause a lot of drop time. Though that being said, look at the giant chasm in the center of the border as soon as Ook takes those top viruses out. This is not optimal for either one of them.
Yeah, these are really kind of wonky boards, and yeah, I don't know what else to say about them. These players are just going to have to be really careful with the way that they are navigating these boards, trying to keep the drop time to an absolute minimum. And Ook's absolutely just going to have to take some here, more than likely, with these yellows. I like the setup that he's got down here, though. Gonna create a drop clear to get a horizontal down at the bottom. Not exactly the way I expected him to do that, but it was a nice clear there by Ook. Ramsey now just needing 3 more reds and 2 yellows. He will be out of his level 6 and out with a double red at a 124. Ook just needing 2 more yellows. There's one, and he's going to be out at a 125. Very close here, and I knew this was going to be a close match, and they're giving me all the hype that I build up for this. And so let's freaking go.
Beautiful sweet tea by Ramsey Fox, and hopefully we won't get any more matches where it's not navigating, but nah, I don't want to be doing this gating levels. Very beautiful, even board back and forth, making certain on Ramsey Fox's side not to let any column get too high because the pills are working just absolutely perfectly to keep everything nice and flat and across the board. Over on Ook's side, he's got a lot of blue at the top. This double blue is going to help out quite a bit, and this blue-yellow makes it now he's got a mostly right-heavy board. It's about a 2 virus difference for Ramsey, but really at this particular point, there's no real advantage or disadvantage to either player with these board setups, John.
Yeah, and I do prefer Ramsey's board though. Ook's got 6 viruses left, and 3 of them are all in column 1. A little bit of a traffic light situation there for Ook. But he's making tucks as well as he can to get access to that blue. Ramsey now just needs red. You see that red in column column 2. He uses that to drop down into a blue horizontal. 257 here for Ramsey. And Ook would really love a double blue here. Would be absolutely great for him, but he can use this red blue, and it's going to be 254 for Ook. Ook actually with a 3-second lead here coming out of level 7.
Yeah, this is going to be one of those very close matchup here, and I think Ramsey was originally trying to take those blues out horizontally, but just not getting the pills needed. That'll help out quite a bit to drop a few things down. This does give Ook the opportunity to try and catch up, but he doesn't have the greatest board setup in the world either. Just having to use, he was for a while having to use blue essentially to be creative positioning on some other viruses, and now he's got pretty much an all blue-yellow top line. Well, Ramsey Fox has got a little bit of everything. I'm sure he'd like a little bit more access to blue because whenever he does get blue, he takes it off immediately. But this is looking very good for Ramsey right now. He's got a 2 to 4 virus lead, bouncing back and forth there over Ook Librarian, John.
Yeah, both of these players just making plays and setups that are absolutely wild. They are just trading blows back and forth, and this is exactly what you want to see at a decider. Ramsey getting that double blue for the horizontal there at the bottom of his screen. He is just needing this final yellow, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reds. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. And Ook now just needing 3 yellows. Now there is quite a bit of a timer difference here. Ramsey out at a 4:45. And Ook, once he gets the last yellow, 438, 437 here for Ook. It is Ook still with a tiny bit of the lead here over Ramsey. And Ook already starting off this level 9 with some really crazy tucks.
Look at that move just now by Ramsey, taking off 5 viruses at the top of his board and setting things up down below for even more. And looks like he's going to do this again. He's going to hope for a couple more red blues, and that will be able to take off even more here as you look at this move here by Ramsey. These are some very impressive combos to keep himself in this match. Yeah, it's by timer and everything, it looks like it's still an Ook lead, but it's going to be a very close one if Ramsey can keep this level of gameplay up.
Yeah, and Ook had a little bit of a misdrop there in his column 4. I think he wanted that yellow-blue flip the other way to maybe set up to take those yellows at the top of his board horizontally. But it didn't quite work out for him. But he's still absolutely still in this. It is 12 to 15, also with a 13-second timer difference. Very close here going down. Ook would love to be able to get these yellows at the bottom horizontally. It's going to take some extra clears to be able to get that, though. A red-blue would be really great for him. There it is. And not going to
Beautiful combo
take
of
the
pills
girl.
by Ramsey. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but he just took off like 6 viruses on all sides of the board. Ramsey did an absolutely amazing move.
Ooh, this is gonna be interesting. Ramsey just needs one more red. There it is. It's going to be a 645 for Ramsey. I don't think Ook is quite going to make it with the drop time that he's having to work through. And it is going to be a 648 for Ook. So close. I think that missed drop at the top kind of did him in early on, but what a match. What a match.
What an amazing victory for Ramsey Fox. Very hard fought, very well earned. Both these competitors had an absolutely amazing back and forth. And unfortunately, only one of them could move on. But let's focus on what's coming next, because this is not the last match tonight, is it, John?
No, we still have a couple more round one matches for you. Then our entirety of round two. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss them. This is the DRMC.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the DRMC 2026 January tournament here. And we have a good one coming up. We have SB and Adelito. SB being our silver bracket winner from this year, and Adelito needs no introduction. But somebody who does need introduction, Gridley, my co-commentator for this matchup.
Hey, Betty. Thanks for introducing me as a person who's never played in a speed tournament. I love being here, though. I love Dr. Mario. And yes, this should be a good one. SB, our silver champion from last year. Oh my gosh, let's go. Let's see an upset.
Yeah, SB definitely an up and comer here. And Adelito been at the top of our tournament for most of his time here, and so this will be a good matchup between these two. So we're getting our readies in chat, and while we do, Gridley, I just wanted to introduce you as one of our Virus Buster commentator with Hot Rod, so you are definitely used to doing the commentator and bringing a wonderful flair to it. And so I'm looking forward to doing this with you.
Oh, thanks, Betty. You're always so much fun. I just love it.
Yeah, we will definitely bring the energy here, but I want to see that hype in chat as well. We got our ready from SB and our ready from Adelito, so we are just waiting for that countdown as well.
All right. Yeah,
There it is.
Adelito at the top of the speed boards for a long time, previous winner of several. Oh, are we going?
Yep, we're going.
All right, do it.
All right. This board, the boards look very similar. A drop clear by Adelito. Oh, I think that was a misplay over on SB's side, but that can be cleaned, and she is doing just that, as we see. On Adelito's side, maneuvering the pills around where they need to. I I like this play from him. A drop clear. Oh, look at where this red pill is going. I
Oh
saw it, and
gosh.
fantastic cross clear.
Oh gosh, it just makes me laugh when I see things so brilliant. SB really not doing a bad job of cleaning up the lots of yellows, lots of yellows.
Yeah,
Hopefully, the
and
good doctor provides.
absolutely, we definitely want to see some yellows in that next box for SB. But look at this job clear by SB. Everything really, really clean on her side right now.
One blue and out.
But
Okay.
Adelito out at a 102, as he is used to seeing from him. Wow.
Wants to do, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, SB just gonna face some drop time. See, well, there's some stuff, but I've my versus mind. I'm always looking for combos that don't matter.
Yeah, we look for those in verses. That's one thing that is different. We look for those empty clears that don't really matter in speed. In speed, the name of the game is really just clearing those
S-
viruses off of the board as fast as you can.
SB out, 12 virus disadvantage, but the board, oh my, it's kind of all over the place.
Yeah, but look at this on Adelito's side. A lot of red on the top. He is breaking under it in order to get at these yellows and blues, but it was a touch and go a little bit there. Oh, I love this. You could see what he's actually projecting here. Look at this L clear. Now he has that red where it needs to be in that column one. That was an amazing play from Adelito and exactly what we expect from him.
Yeah, great fat log there, and now it's all blue and yellow. No need for red. Please, good doctor, please.
Oh, I like SB's decision there to tuck that under. You could see that she was maybe debating whether or not to clear that yellow in column 3, which would have caused a little bit of drop time. Is still delaying on that, which is a valid thing, but it could be that that will get in the way. But look at that wonderful
Yeah,
clear. It sees the
Adelita.
horizontal with the yellows, retains some pill advantage there. So very good on SB's side on breaking into this board, but Adelito now into his level 8.
Tricky blue pattern here. Gonna drop that down. The one here, yep, we're gonna go vertical on that, I think.
Yes, absolutely. SB now just needing a few more blue to join Adelito into the level 8. There we go, out at a 316, and now just about
So
16 viruses behind.
yeah, so it was 12, I think, before last round. So yeah, we're not losing too much ground. I think there's still a chance here. Lots of blue up top for SB. Gonna look for a T here.
Oh, beautiful. But look at Adelito's board again. This was the same that was happening
Red.
in the earlier round there.
Oh,
But
what a drop.
wow, yeah, he is maintaining a good cadence here, just needing some red, gonna take these horizontally and limit that drop time is
Wow.
Adelito. Wow.
Yep, just the vision, so good. How do you keep up? Well, you try your best, I guess.
Well, Espy is trying her best here. I love some of these
Try
setups.
your best.
It's bringing out my versus heart for sure. I just see all
Yes.
of this and I'm like, oh my goodness, yes. But this is speed, and she's bringing that too. But Adelito now into his final level here, so it's gonna be very, very hard to catch up.
Yeah, it's going to be very hard to catch up. Adelito's just that good. However, you never know what the good doctor provides, and when one misflip, that can set you back a long way.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but I love what Espy's putting down here. You can
Yeah.
see what they're trying to do. They're trying to retain those reds in order to it decides
Well, cleared
to
him
burn
out.
them.
Cleared him
Yeah,
out.
no.
Yep.
Sometimes that clutter just clutters whatever move that you could possibly make. So Espy burning those, just needing a red and a yellow to get out of this.
What
And
was
there's
that
that
quote
yellow.
I wrote down? Trash on the board is trash in the mind.
Yeah,
Quote
they
by
are a
Betty.
wise person.
Quote by Betty. Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, whoever said that? Espy is joining Adelito into this level 9, and definitely trying to make put the pedal to the metal here in order to bring this down a little bit. But now Adelito having mostly everything in the place that they want. Wow.
Yeah, what a build. Yeah. Looking for these blues across the bottom, and there we go. Wow.
Out at a 550 is Adelito. Fantastic, but Espy showing why they are in this gold bracket and made some amazing plays as well. So we'll hope that continues on for Espy
Adelito.
into top out by Adelito, confirmed here first. Just kidding. And we will see Espy tear down her board a little bit more.
Got to get that practice in. Got to go.
Yeah, especially against an opponent like Adelito for sure.
Well, and somebody beats you, but come on, I want to finish.
Espy seeing the writing on the wall, gonna go ahead and top out and get ready for her next matchup and
Great.
next crown possibility there.
Great show, first match. Keeping pace. Good.
For sure. Already ready. So these two players jumping right back into the next crown.
Want to go.
Yeah, that first crown awarded to Adelito, and but look at this. I like this board for Espy. I like what she's setting up. There's
the red.
There we go.
The red horizontal. Very good.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah, both of these players playing some combo stack games, so just bringing down the board very evenly is both of them. I see Adelito's probably going to be waiting for a double red of some sort. It decides he doesn't need the double red since he can use a little bit of the trash in order to make a wonderful clear is Adelito.
Yep, very good. Espy, however, is really flying through this, using the pills very efficiently. I've been watching over here, and it's like, wow, okay, either this pill set was really.
Yes. Okay. Sorry. Espy just is doing amazing things to see that a clear would have destroyed a possible horizontal that they could have taken, and
Exactly
still maintaining a slight lead here. Just needing some red from the dock, and here's one. Oh, and followed by a double red. Espy is going to be out first here.
All right, 115. That looks great. Let's go. Feed the crows.
Right
bring this back.
116. So. Yeah, the crows do need fed. They only were fed once, and I don't know about you, but I like being fed 3 square meals a day, not just one. So maybe we get that decider here. Let's see.
Yeah, Adelito's got a pretty spread out board. You got the double reds and the double yellows down below. Got to get through this first wave, and then I think it might be a puzzle. I'd like Espion's board very much
Wow.
more at this point.
Yes, like SB is definitely putting the pills where they need, maintaining that
Very crisp.
limited drop time. Look at this, and let's see if they. Yep, okay, they're trying to. Oh, I love
Horizontal,
this.
look at that offset fat
Yes,
log.
we love that here. Absolutely love that. Oh my goodness, and SB just
Gonna
wow
go
keeping.
underneath. Can we get the
Oh, look,
double red? Oh, and then the drop blue, and then the yellow. Let's
go!
go.
Maintaining the lead here is SB getting into 8 first at a whatever time. I did not see it because I was so excited. But yes, SB is doing some fantastic work. Adelito's still needing some red to clear. Oh, decides to go above it. That's a perfectly good play out at 244, but definitely behind SB at this point.
This is good. Okay, looking at these yellows on SB's board, maybe stacked before the reds. I don't know. Okay, just drops it down like that. Adelito, only 4 viruses behind. What a
Look at
match.
this.
This, oh no,
Yes.
Adelito, what is he doing here? Is that a misflip?
Um, nope, it's not a misflip. It's just a very long long drop clear, and so it is definitely one that he probably saw and decided it was worth the time to drop it. But this is level 8, so we do know that level 8
Offset.
sometimes takes it away from us for sure.
Yes, it does.
Look at this.
Ooh.
I love these plays from SB. Wow, seeing the horizontal vision, making these plays that limits the drop time is SB right now. Oh, perfect pill for what they're trying to do there
Perfect.
with the
The
horizontal.
horizontal.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now
This
has
is
the capability of taking that as a T, is SB needing to build up to continue to take that T, just needing a lot of
not,
blues.
not even a priority, just needing some blues. Let's go.
Oh, could have stood
I
that
would have
blue
I
up.
would have stacked that. I
Yeah.
would have stacked that, but hey,
But that's okay. A double
yeah.
blue still there. Just needing one
One
more blue to
blue
get out. Oh, but
out
look at what Adelito is setting up here. Look at this. Do you see
the
it?
T, the
Oh my
drop.
goodness. But needing some blue help, needing using this double
Yeah.
blue accurately in order to take down the blue. Oh gosh.
Reducing
Just
drop time. These are
yes.
both on the bottom, just clear and vertical and out. Okay. Wow, we
And
look close, but SB has 12 virus lead.
mm-hmm. Oh, wow, and just continuing to put on the pressure is SB. This is wow, I love their board. It's so clean. It's exactly what they need to take this crown from Adelito. And here we go. Now no longer blue
Yeah, no
needing
more
any blue.
blue.
Mhm.
Yellow and red is what we need now.
Yes. Wow,
Oh, what an under
beautiful
L, under
clear.
L. Dang.
This little bit of red and yellow burst from SB.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
good,
Oh,
good
wow.
tucks,
Okay.
good
This
tucks.
this is happening. This is
This is
happening, folks.
happening.
And then just
We
needing
need
3
we need
yellows.
3 yellows, and there it is.
Just be returning the favor to Adelito, taking the second crown with a 546. Fantastic
546.
playing.
Yes,
I said
amazing.
the
Wow.
I said the crows needed fed, and I was right, and they are. So SB,
They
thank
got
you
a
for feeding the crows for me.
big old dish from SB. That was great. My gosh. Wow. She flew through that.
And just a quick shout out to barbecue.gov. Thank you so much for the raid there. We appreciate that. Look at that drop clear by
Mm,
Adelito to end
just have
though.
to swag out.
Yeah, a
No
little bit of
big deal.
swag. If you can't get the crown, get the swag.
No
Get the
big
get the
deal.
cool points.
Oh, wow. That was great. Okay, so we're feeding the crows. Decider.
All right.
Yeah, reset that seed. That was no good.
Well, considering SB was starting on level 10, yeah, reset it. This is 6 to 9 levels, okay? We don't need to start off at 10 and give you a disadvantage, okay?
Round 1 matches. This is great. And we've got Floyd and Rez coming up next. So here we go.
Absolutely.
Excitement, everybody! Excitement. I'm standing, Betty. I don't know. I have to
shout
be
out
on my
to
feet for Dr.
yeah,
Mario.
shout out to Bidwell for for Gridley standing. You know, we can't sit down when the action is this much. Oh, I like it. All right, so SB putting those horizontals to work again in this level 6. I'm really liking their board, but both boards actually do have quite a bit of like gaps in.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
same thing. Yeah,
So
Adelito's
that
board is
does
just totally
okay.
empty in the middle.
Yeah, but he's maneuvering around where he needs to in order to bring this down. Is Adelito, and same with SB. Oh, I love that clear by Adelito.
That was pretty.
Wow.
That was
Yeah,
very pretty.
that was. But now you can see not much use of reds or blues at this point. Just needing a dearth of yellow is Adelito. We'll see if he gets it there. But now everything is free and clear. But a lot of this, he's just going to need to build up some.
SB's board very
yeah.
clean.
Yeah, absolutely. And SB just needing some blue. Look at this double blue to
There
come out.
it is.
And
Perfect.
again, a 110. Fantastic playing by SB. But Adelito returning with a double
there
yellow
it
to
is.
get out at a 114. A 4-second game going into
Holy
level
moly.
7.
I love it. I love it. There was a really great choice that SB made in that last match to save some drop time, and my versus brain was like, "Whoa, that was amazing!" You can go back and look if you want.
I will have to. And there's so much action here that if we're not calling it all, we don't have 4 eyes. I mean, I am wearing glasses, but we can't see it all. But we try our best to bring you as many of the action as we can.
Great T from SB there. The so much blue on Adelito's board. We're at 15 to 9. This is staying close.
It is staying close,
SB.
and oh gosh,
bring us the upset.
We are seeing, well, SB is doing some fantastic work keeping this even. Both players. Oh, I love that play from SB in order to set that red exactly where it needs to be for horizontal capability. Great work. Adelito, it is frozen on our screen, but does show as having cleared that level 7 already. So digging into his level 8, but SB just a red and
SB,
a blue behind.
Red and a blue.
Yep.
There's the red, and there's the blue. Let's
Out
go.
of the 251.
Very close. Very close. Less than 10 virus difference at the start of that one. Anybody's game.
I'm trying to see how Adelito is going to break down this area and what he's. Oh, okay.
Bring the blue
I see.
horizontal there.
Yeah, and that's the thing is this is a game of chess, and Adelito is always 5 steps ahead. It is fantastic to watch how he thinks and how he breaks down a board.
My downboard vision has improved greatly by watching all you greats, and it is just it's amazing to see. But when you see it, it's like, oh yeah, why didn't I see that
Look
ever
at
before? Look at that! Wow.
SB though, keeping it close though, like all of these clears just. Oh, I wonder if they're gonna take the blue or the yellow's horizontal. We'll see how that ends up going. This double yellow,
nice
good for SB. I like them setting up the
up the red
first.
Yep. Oh, this is close. Okay. Come on. Get the
Just
yellow. Get the
more
yellow. Get the yellow. All right. All right. We are close. This is so close. 3 virus difference. Let's go.
And it looks like Adelita might have maybe a second advantage on the timer as well. And this is just a 5 virus game at this point. SB definitely keeping in this and doing what they need to. Now needing some access to blue is SB. I love this play.
SB's gonna
And
set this up big time.
yes. Fantastic. But having
Doing
a
a
little
drop
bit,
here.
yep.
Taking some drop time. It's yeah, this board, we've got these double reds all over the place. It might end up being a red situation where there's just no red at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Using the pills, see, this is another thing. Using the pills, if I've got more of a certain color, using them to clear that. I'm learning from you speed players how much I have yet to learn.
Yeah, one of the things that people starting out don't always understand is having color diversity is super important because
Yes.
just think of all those pill has that won't have a spot if you don't have it. So breaking a board down to where you maintain that color diversity is a huge next level play. I think Adelito has a. Oh nope, he still needs this blue
The
here.
blue.
Yep. Let's see if the game gives it to him, but SB still putting on the aggression. There is just,
There it is.
oh, Adelito out at a 155, but SB right behind. Look, just within 8 viruses here of taking this this match
What
as well.
a
But
fight.
Adelito is our winner here for this matchup, and with just a few more pills here, SB out
There
at
it
a
is.
634. But congratulations to SB for a game well played. But Adelita will be
What?
going on to our round
Right.
2.
Thanks for the decider. Good play. Wonderful.
And we will be right back with a Resumatic and Floyd right after this. So don't go anywhere. This is the DRMC. Welcome back again. I am Betty B, joined with Gridley, and this is the 2026 Speed gold bracket here. We had Floyd and Resomatic as our next matchup. Grid, what do you think of these two players?
Oh, well, we all know Floyd is a staple here in the speed tournaments and in DRMC in general. Rez, I have enjoyed also on some commentaries. I think that Rez is going to be looking for an upset here because we all know Floyd is very difficult to take.
And it would be an upset as Floyd going on a 2-year streak of not losing in round one. So this would definitely take that streak away. But Floyd coming in as the 3 seed and Resomatic as the 14 seed. So this will be, at least on paper, an uphill battle for Resomatic.
That's all right. We're rooting for you. Let's go. We love upsets. Let's go.
And we got our readies from both of our players here and our 3, 2, 1 pills, and our players will be off.
All right. Good luck, both players. Already, Floyd's got some nice blue horizontal positions here. But then it's not going to be much blue until the rest of the board gets cleared. So we'll see how Floyd navigates this. Already setting up a nice blue horizontal and has this stack on the left that should be cleared easily when he finds a yellow red. But look, all that blue is gone. Floyd already down to 1 blue. This could be a problem if this pill set doesn't cooperate.
Right. Gosh. But one thing I love about Floyd's play is his ability to just see down the board to where that pill would be the most beneficial. And he definitely does that so well. And over on Resomatic's side, having a a lot of reds coming without any reds on the board is not what he wants to see right now. But that is what he's getting. I like that decision to kind of say, okay, I'm gonna work with the pills as they come and try to bring this down.
He's set up for some res time or drop time, res time. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
I love it. He has his own time now. We're on res time, okay? But as we're saying that, res just needing a little bit more blue, and gosh, look at Floyd's board needing a lot of yellow to get out of this.
Yeah, gonna drop
Just one more red.
Tunnel down. Boy, I was watching Rez's board. I did not see what held Floyd up on that one.
I think if I could see the trash correctly, they wanted either some red or they were just getting blue yellows, and that was just not helping. Oh, a little bit of a misplay on Rez's side right now, but
clean it up.
Giving Floyd the opportunity to clean up a little bit here, and that is exactly what he's doing, taking the lead over by about 3 viruses here.
Yeah, I think what we were talking about, the dearth of blue viruses on Floyd's board is probably what held him up there at the end, but he's doing a great job of bringing it back.
I love that play by Floyd, that seeing the underclear possibility and taking it because it worked very, very well for him.
Yep. Gonna go for this blue horizontally with that build. Just the quick builds, the quick vision. I love it.
Floyd is definitely one that can put the pieces where they need to go and quickly.
Quickly.
Yeah, and quickly. That's the key, I think, is the quickly part when it comes to speed. But Resomatic not doing a bad job on their end doing the same. You can see they're using the yellow pills effectively. That wonderful double yellow rush is definitely bringing them back into this. Floyd just needing a blue to get out, but Rez just needing 2 more reds. Floyd out first at 315, but Rez 314. This is literally a tied game into 8.
Come on. This is too intense. All right. This is what we get out of round 1 of Gold Speed Bracket.
Yeah. We have had some amazing matchups so far in this tournament, and this is no exception. Both of these players playing as fast as they can. I like these plays by Resomatic, keeping a very, very clean board and making sure. Oh, definitely wanted that pill over a little bit to give him the capability of breaking some stuff down. I like the adjustment he saw.
It's
He-
taking
Rez
taking
is
some
just doing
time,
some.
but that's all right.
Yep.
He wants to see it just right.
Rez is doing exactly
It's-
what he needs to take down
yeah.
a behemoth like Floyd. But Floyd doing some.
Oh,
Ooh,
nice tuck under spin.
they're pulling out the stops and bringing all the moves, and we're here to watch it. Good.
Love it. I love it.
Right.
This is a wow, 10-4. Rez giving us a good show. I think that I just
Oh,
love it that
good.
14 versus 3 seed basically means nothing when we're playing
It
at this
doesn't.
level.
It
You can
doesn't
win
like
any match.
literally
Good.
the
Good.
movement of people has been so much in the past few years that anybody can turn around a sub 6, anybody can turn around an 18 qual. It's just, this is fantastic time to be a Dr. Mario fan.
It is. Well, it's nice to be able to think you can win, and when everybody gets so good and you can't win anymore, it's kind of a
Oh, Grid, you
bummer.
you win enough for everybody, okay? As we are watching this matchup, Floyd now taking back the lead from Rosamatic. Um,
Rez's board is
Mhm.
not bad though.
Yeah, not at all. Oh, and this blue
Lots
yellow
of blue,
perfect.
yellow synergy. Look at that.
That blue yellow perfect for Rez. But I really am liking what Floyd is putting together too. He is seeing some ability to make horizontal clears where he needs to. Gosh, just
Yeah,
needs
this
the
is
pills to
crazy.
cooperate.
Yeah, this is amazing. I'm watching Floyd's side right now, and he's just trying to get through this with the pills he's been given, and it's not cooperating. I
But
love
I
the
will
way he
say,
tucks into the corner, though. Go ahead.
well, he definitely can do that. He is a master at being able to get that where he wants it to go.
Great
Wonderful
drop.
clear is Floyd, but now that I'm looking at it, Rez does have a 4-second advantage on the time clock. So, and he is keeping this rather close. They are the same virus count now. Rez just down to 3, needing some red help here. Oh, but
Floyd
look at this
looking for
by
this
Floyd.
horizontal.
Yes, he
Beautiful.
now we'll see how this actually
Saving
comes down.
that.
Rez taking it at a 641. Floyd has already passed that. Rez
Oh,
taking the
that's
first
it.
blood.
That's it. GG's. Wow.
Fantastic on both sides. You could see Floyd was not feeling it after that though. Like, but we know, do not count him out. This is,
Hey, Rez getting a little victory kiss
yeah.
there.
Congratulations.
I love it.
That's the power you need to get the next crown. The power of love, right, Grid?
That's right. Well, hey, come on. Around
No,
here,
no.
that's what we share. That's what we do. Good match, fellas.
Sorry, excuse me. Well, Valentine's Day is around the corner, right? So, I mean,
Oh yeah.
all right. We
The,
got our
the
readies
time
and our 3, 2, 1 pills.
springtime will be here soon. The time of love. Look at this. Rez already. I like Floyd's board a little bit more. Yeah, Floyd's all set up. He's got the entire bottom row is filled with viruses though, so that could end up being a little bit of a difficult thing to navigate through.
Yeah, but he's doing well to do that. He sees
And just what
the
he needs to.
yep, sees the capability of getting some horizontals. I like that play to set up that yellow for a
Beautiful.
horizontal. Yep.
Yep.
Just bringing it down is Floyd. Now, speaking of bringing
Nice
it
tuck
down,
from
look at
Rez.
Rez. This job clear into.
Yes. 7-7.
Oh wow.
6-6.
Not a bit of trash on Rez's board.
Yeah, nothing unuseful. Using all the pill halves super efficiently.
This
Gonna go
double,
yellow horizontal,
yeah, that double yellow by Floyd.
double blue.
Oh, he wastes the double red though.
Floyd
But here we
needs
go.
those. Oh,
He needs
there.
Floyd
Yep,
needs to
there it
calm
is.
those nerves and know he knows how to play this game. We all know it, and
Come
as soon
on.
as he believes it, we'll see it. But on to Rez's board. I like the combos that they're bringing down too. I like this horizontal. Just when you can clear any pills or any viruses for that matter, without any drop time, that is a good play, and that
Yes.
is what Rez is doing.
Okay, little hesitation there, but still has the virus lead. Rez, just this board is looking good. Like the builds are not going to be all that difficult, best I can tell. Good avoids the drop time there.
Oh, look at this on Floyd's side. No red really. Maybe he could tuck it in column 2, but no reds really to speak of yet. Got a red rush. That was just peak Doc being kind of a meanie
Yeah,
for sure.
that's the bad doctor. Don't give me the wrong pills. Yeah, Floyd is just trying to work through this. He's got so much blue on the board and just not getting the pills.
Yeah. But now he has the ability to kind of break this down horizontally. It looks like he's going to attempt to do that. It does leave a little bit of trash in his columns 2 and 3 here. Um, Goodness, yeah. This double yellow is going to be helpful for him. He could be using that in column 1 though. Decides not to. He's seeing the plays that he sees. But yeah, Rez now already into his level 8 and making some quick work at clearing the viruses over there.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for Floyd to bring this one back. I'm interested to see. He's got the one blue left. Just give us one more blue half. There it is. And now we are going in with a 14 virus deficit.
Yeah, for sure. But this is not something that can't happen yet. We're seeing Rez get some blue pills that he didn't quite know what to do with. But you can see he's trying to maybe look forward to dropping that into his column 8. Is that blue trash there? But Floyd now needs to just turn on the aggression and the engine that the speed that we know he has.
Yes.
But
Full
right
throttle.
now,
Let's go.
Full throttle, exactly. Too fast, too furious, and some combination of a pun there. But yes, I love that. I love that little tuck by
Floyd.
By Floyd to get to maintain those pill halves.
All right, Rez just needing to clean up this blue and red. Has the ability to even just take off the thrusters. Just make sure it gets clean. Don't misflip. Don't misplace.
Mm-hmm. But Floyd definitely bringing this back. It was just a 14 virus at this point. So now just needing some help though, needing some reds and some blues to come and in short order because Rez is already starting on his board here. So there's a blue.
Yeah, already down to 25.
Out at a 517.
Right,
and I wonder.
Floyd.
Yep, we'll see. Now it's a 17 virus chase down, so a little bit more time or virus cost lost there in that level 8.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, go ahead.
I like what Floyd did to bring down that red there. Gosh, he's he's doing he's doing great work, but it might just be too little because Rez is keeping such a clean board. Look at that, like needing a lot of red and yellow, not these blues that he's getting. So we'll see if the dock
Yeah.
is slowing him down a little bit on his side, but Floyd just needing to,
Rez, great undertuck.
wow, you could eat
Yeah,
off that board.
yeah. Rez is just playing very cleanly the whole time. This is gonna be an applause for
And there it is with that last red. Rez out at a
Rez.
632, taking the crown and the match is Rez. Fantastic playing. And you know, that's not the expectation on probably, you know, Rez's end, but that is what happened, and he will be moving on to see our players here in round 2. So please stick around. This is some amazing playing, and I can't wait to watch more. So please stick around. This is the DRMC.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the DRMC 2026 January Gold Speed Monthly, where we are rolling along to round 2 of this excellent night of matches. And here to help me call this is Ook the Librarian. Ook, what do you think about this match?
Well, we got Adelito and Ibar, and I was like, oh, that's probably a match we haven't seen too often. Ibar with the standard Ook strats of going ahead and clearing a 20 high before you get started.
Mm.
And these two haven't played each other since July 2022, but every time they've played, it's been in the second round, which is
wow.
a weird coincidence. It's literally all I've got. Adelito's won both of them. I'd say Ibar's got his work cut out for him, as he is sporting about a 14-second average deficit, but the peak for Adelito is 6 flat. So it's going to be tough for him.
Oof. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're looking at, sub 7 is the gold standard here. In this round, we're playing levels 8 through 11, just like sub 6 is the gold standard in the first round. So, wow. Yeah, I wonder, dare I say, do you think it would ever be possible for someone to come in and do sub 6 in 8 to 11?
I have never heard of something being impossible that Adelito couldn't manage. Or, Influx has definitely been on that boat as well. Packy can find his way through things. We've got a crowd who can pull things off, including hitting readies and getting our 3-2-1 pills in.
A lot of blue there on Adelito's top line, a lot of blue and red, but luckily getting a little bit of what he needs to dig down. But just as soon as I say that, no use for yellow again, but he is going to build it into some combos to try to break down into those lower layers.
Yeah, and that's just classic Adelito style. Rather than take a little bit of extra time to try to figure out a way to unbury something, work his way deep into a board, he just uses it as garbage and finds his way around. He knows he'll get yellow eventually again. So, the odds of that being super detrimental to his game are pretty slim. And he knows it. So, is proving that right now. And however, it is Ibar with the slight lead, now 6-14. It's turning into a decent sized lead, as yeah, Adelito needed to do that.
Yeah, Ibar has been playing really, really cleanly. So smart. There was a D sandwich on the right-hand side that just left himself open to have a beautiful no drop combo. And that's why he's out at 117 for level 8. That's outstanding. And the play really merited such a fast time. Really cool stuff from Ibar.
Yep. And Adelito, seeing that he could make a quick play there out at a 133, also a decent time. As long as your name's not Adelito, it's a fast time. He is now into his level 9 as well, and just chipping away at this top line. I really like what I'm seeing from him here. I think he likes the plays he's getting as well.
Meanwhile, Ibar is struggling through a little bit of a red-yellow situation. I wouldn't say struggling, it's just he's making his way through it, but has no use for blue right now. And of course, a lot of the pill halves that he's getting are blue. You notice that Ibar is playing where he is just trying to tuck things underneath to try to get half of that pill working for him. And so we'll see how that goes. He really needs to get yellow off of this top line. I think he's building to a horizontal here with these reds. What do we say? Yeah, there we
It's a
go.
T, yeah.
Yeah.
He wanted the whole enchilada on that one. And is still keeping it to within 1. Of course, he came in with the lead, but has still managed to hold on to, or keep things extremely close, despite a very good surge from Adelito here.
Adelito, yeah, looking for
There it
that
is.
drop cross. He manufactured it. A double red would have done it, but everything is going to clear out here. And meanwhile, Ibar is able to take that horizontal out
Ooh.
very smartly, takes that red blue, moves it to the right, or sorry, the left, so that he didn't drop that down and mess up that opportunity. But now this is so close.
Yeah, you heard me kind of go "Ooh," there for a second there. That was exactly what I was afraid he was going to do, was
Yeah.
knock that down and end up ruining his entire setup. Speaking of setups, we see a horizontal plan here from Adelito. There he goes. Okay, so now he's got it set up, and okay, yeah, this is going to be a monster.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually taking his time to, there we go, to make sure he gets everything that he possibly can out of this. He said he's a better versus player than a speed player, and sometimes I see plays like that, and I think I might believe him. All right, so it is a 4 virus difference, though, as Ibar also just blazing right through, holding pace, keeping things moving, and not letting Adelito get too far ahead of him.
Mm-hmm. And Ibar is doing that by trying to make sure that his top line is as even as possible. He's trying to avoid some drop time, and he might have to take it on the left-hand side. No, he does not. This is as good of a board as you can hope for your end game. I mean, everything's tightly locked. There's plenty of doubles. Adelito's got a monster combo that's coming down here. That red yellow, perfect to trigger it. Oh my gosh! Wow.
I mean, nothing surprises me anymore when this man plays. It is going to be a 437 that he is out. Ivar still with quite a few viruses left on his board, and got some competing plans here with this red, the blue. If he took the horizontal, that would have actually simplified things, but now it looks like he's going to take the horizontal on the yellow. Gets plenty of yellows for that. Now just needs 2 more blue, and he'll be out as well. It's going to get it right here at a 502.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Adelito's got a 15 virus lead. Smart horizontal plays at the beginning of the level, just bringing that top layer down. Luckily, blue cooperating with him. He managed to have some good horizontal blues. And I love that skim with the double yellow off of the top. That's a very smart play. And look at that drop horizontal and very little garbage for Adelito. And there we go. As I say that, all the garbage cleared out.
Yeah, I mean, we are looking here at the end of this level, and what was a very tight game is now at 19 viruses and counting. Adelito just, figuring out what he needed and pulling out all of his stops. Uh, Curious if he's going to try for a D sandwich. Looks like that is the play.
Double blue, very helpful there for that. And look at that. The
Okay,
blue
he's going to
stacked on
drop into
top.
the horizontal. Yep. And he's going to be out at a 608. Of course he is. Of course he is.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah, that's just what you
like
do.
you do, like you do.
When when you play. It's that is our number 4 hot time.
Mhm.
Is Adelito and Frank. We haven't seen a time that fast since the championship in 2024, though. Sheesh.
Yeah, and look at this. I mean, Ibar's got a good time going, and we saw so
Oh
many
yeah.
great moves from Ibar. He sees the writing on the wall. He is going to top out, and we're going to start game 2. Oof.
Yeah, I mean, just to put that into perspective, my game 2 in 6 to 9 was a 605. That was
Mm-hmm.
3 seconds faster than Adelito's 8 to 11 here. It's insane. It's insane. It's insane.
Ibar saying, I didn't even know we were on that last level. I mean, that's the kind of flow state that you got to get into, right?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
you got to not even really realize what level you're on. And these two players readied up, and we have our 3, 2, 1, and pills.
Ooh, don't like this first pill for Ibar.
Mm.
Adelito with a slightly better board state to start off.
Yeah, anytime you have to sort of tuck that down, a first pill doesn't even go on the top layer. It's a little bit stressful for you. But now Ibar's off to a better start here. We got a big drop from Adelito. Putting a little garbage there, but I can see that on the left-hand side, those double reds could be turned into a horizontal later, and they probably will be.
And you see that head nod from Ibar. It's because of that blue piece in column 4, and nothing that he is getting is making it easy to take care of that. It was a
Mhm.
misdrop. It was, I mean, it happens. And yeah, he's definitely struggling with it. He may have to be doing some underclears here, which is gonna which you're gonna have to see. But
Hmm.
he's not happy with that play.
Yeah, I agree with that assessment. I mean, I think under clears are the way to go. He does have some options though. Look at that. He got that under clear. He's going to be waiting to clear out the center for quite some time. So he's got to dance those yellows around the bottom. Look at that under clear though. That was a very tall one. Very nicely done. He's going to take the horizontal out. I mean, Ibar has a tiny lead despite how not friendly that setup was looking for him, but Adelito is going to take a horizontal there with that yellow and just needs one more red and he'll be out.
I will say Ibar, I believe, is a stream listener, so he knows kind of where he is. Yeah, it's just a few seconds difference here, so uh, much better place than he could have been after all of that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, beautiful tee from Ibar, leaving himself open for a using this blue yellow. I thought he was going to maybe get a horizontal, but he's had to build that plan up again. Look at that. He's going to get an L into another vertical. Looks really nice. I think I think he's telling the kid maybe that he can't be assisted right now.
Yeah, Ibar's known for his dad mode, and I'm afraid it may be backfiring this year.
I
The
mean,
kids are getting a little bit older.
he beat me one time with a baby on his lap. So, I think dad mode is superhero mode there for Ibar. And we're looking at Adelito's now in the end game, looking to build a pretty strong horizontal end game, I think. But I'm a little bit worried about the reds there that are going to be on the bottom. He's got to make sure to clear out garbage there because of the blues that are in column 4 ready to drop.
I think he might. Okay, yeah, no, he heard you loud and clear. Actually,
Yeah.
that may be the case. I know Adelito listens to the stream as well. Sometimes I know it just because I'm listening to his stream when I'm playing him, and that's what I hear.
Hmm.
So yeah, he's out pretty quickly here. That could have gone several ways different than it
Yeah.
did. So really good play there, and I love this setup. Not getting the right pills to cover what he's got, but he is finding his way through and gets a double drop horizontal as Ibar out at a 349 joins him in this level 10.
Hmm. Ivar's endgame was really clean there. Not a lot of garbage to speak of. And yeah, now he's got no garbage on that top line. There was a little bit of an unfortunate sort of blue-yellow, I think, that came before he was ready for it. But now this is working on smooth sailing. But Adelito already just sailing through this level 10.
Yeah, it's been a really nice level block or level for him. I've been keeping an eye on his play. Look at this. It's gonna be a drop into a cross. And he's thinking horizontal again. Yep, there it goes. And it's gonna be a drop into a horizontal as okay.
He wants
Oh,
a,
yeah,
yeah, he was
he's
thinking
getting
about a
some
red
other
yellow.
ideas.
Hmm. Okay, so Adelito is taking a little bit of garbage that we don't normally expect that he would do, but he had to adjust on that plan. The double red just wasn't, or the red yellow just wasn't coming at the right time. And he's out of his level 10 at a 455. Meanwhile, beautiful play there from Ibar down the left-hand side of the board to really just open up the situation. Think maybe he's
Yeah,
signaling that he wants to do a horizontal with the reds there.
I could be mistaken, but I think I just saw a misdrop from Ibar. It's already gone, or from Adelito. It's already gone, but he absolutely ended up having to kind of manufacture this wacky horizontal that made it look like he fully intended to do what he did. I gotta believe that it was a bit of a misdrop there, just to keep my own sanity.
Right. On Adelito's side, looks like he is going to want a blue. Wow, takes off a huge chunk there with that horizontal. Notice had to take a little bit of garbage there in column 6, but now it is all cleaned out. But this is such a tight game. Look at this double red for Adelito, or sorry, Ibar just taking out the center of that board and opening up a little bit of diversity, which is probably going to go away pretty soon because he's going to need a lot of red.
Yeah, that red for Adelito might end up being a danger point as it's now 19 to 19, 18 to 18. These two are just keeping things very close as wow. The board is now very flat for Adelito. It was very high. Ibar was really hoping, he's really hoping for a blue red. He's kind of running out of opportunities to get that. There's the blue red now after he's already given up on it. It's now 8-4. Adelito storming ahead here, but there's still a chance. We're going to see what happens as he places a red yellow upside down again. I'm not sure why. It's Adelito doing Adelito things. He's out at a 701. GG's to both players.
Oh, Ivar was doing so well there. I think there was a moment where he might have gotten a little lost in the sauce there for that end game. You notice that the right-hand side is just so locked up now, and there were sort of plans on plans. But look, see, it's all clean now, and he just needs a couple of reds. But I think that situation could have been formed a little bit earlier, but wow. Oh, I want to see more of these two.
Right? And with a 735, that's still a great time. So GG's to both players. That was a heck of a match.
And we are going to keep seeing some more awesome 8 to 11 action in just a few minutes. So stick around. You're watching the DRMC. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We are rolling along with round 2 of our January Gold Speed Monthly. We are seeing our number 4 seed Luke versus our number 5 seed Packy. And here to help me call that is someone you saw play earlier tonight, John Flindo. Flindo, what do we think of these two? On fire, right?
Yeah, Luke just had an amazing run earlier against his opponent. And, Packy yesterday against you, Savage, 2 sub sixes in his 6 to 9. And we've seen Luke make some really big leaps and bounds in this tournament. And, him being here in round 2 today is definitely no exception to the rule. He is here. He is a boss at this game, and I think this could go either way.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, of course, we've got Packy, who has been consistently fantastic throughout his career. And then we also have Luke, who has just been an absolute student of the game and set goals for himself and has just been ticking away at them. I mean, he's become fantastic at versus. And of course, studying the game helps you in every facet of the game. So this one is going to be awesome.
Absolutely, absolutely. Luke also, fun fact, one of our youngest players in the DRMC. But we have both of our readies in the chat, and a 3 and 2 and 1 and pills.
Let's go.
All right, interesting board states for both players. They both kind of had these little awkward gaps, and towards the bottom of their board. Luke's in kind of columns 1 through 4, and then Packy's more centered. Fortunately, especially for Luke, he's got a lot of viruses up top to work with, so he's not going to be dealing with as much drop time as quickly as Packy is already dealing with it.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned about that column 8 for Packy. Notice it is just a big old stoplight situation. It's going to be hard to build horizontals up there, which is something that you might want to do early in the game while you have a more even top line. But, if anyone can work his way out of this situation, it's Pack. He's just going to slam down and, keep that movement going. He's basically got mostly just going to go vertical on that one.
Yeah, and I think that's absolutely the right call on here for Packy. Very close here, 11 to 11, and their timers are basically the same. We love to see that. Luke, the board here is interesting. I really want to see a red blue from him to be able to kind of tuck that in between and just have that drop down. He's going to get the red blue, but he's not going to need it now. Just needing 2 more blues to get out of this. And there it is, a nice drop into a horizontal. 130 here for Luke, but Packy right behind, just going to need 1 more red.
Yeah, and that was a fantastic way to take care of that column 8. He was setting up what looks like garbage on top, but then it was going to cascade down. Very nicely done. So these two still very close together despite having different situations that whole game. And it looks like, I mean, if I were Luke, I'd want that double red to take the horizontal. That feels great to see.
Yeah, that's exactly what Luke had cooked up for the doctor to provide. And fortunately, the doctor did provide, and he is just being able to kind of do whatever he wants here in this board. Except now this top line is almost entirely blue for Luke. But peek over at Packy, he's got some crazy things going on. Not really sure what the big trigger point of it is, and I'm not sure if Packy's completely sure either, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of red's going to need to happen to keep this board advancing for Pack. Yeah, it's tricky for that column 6 to be red as well. I mean, a red-blue would be good, dropping down that garbage. But look at that. Triggers a combo all the way to the bottom. Very nicely done.
Yeah, and as weird as this board has been for Packy, he's actually got a little bit of a lead over Luke. Luke just struggling to get these blues, but that double blue going to be absolutely gorgeous, and decides to tuck it down and make an L. Yeah, I like it, but I don't like it because now he is locked into clearing these blues out vertically. I think the
Yeah.
better play would have been to take the vertical in the center of his board, but this double yellow going to open that up. He's going to be out at a 326, but Packy just a touch ahead of him.
Yeah. So flipping the script on the last level a little bit, Packy had a very clean end to that, just clearing out with a nice bracket clear, whereas, Luke had a little bit of a messier end game. But look at that start from Luke. Very clean, good horizontal to start. Needs a lot of blue to get this board going.
Yeah, ooh, look at that double blue for
Ooh,
Luke.
yeah,
Let's
let's
go.
go.
You love to see it.
I
But
do.
still
I
but
do.
still so much blue for Luke that he's having to work through, and for Larva Peaky over at Packy here, and he is just doing a great job. Also needing a lot of blue though to try and progress through this mid to end game, and really not so much yellow access at the moment. This yellow blue perfect for him. Would love to see maybe a double yellow, though. Don't hold your breath for doubles in this game because they're not always going to show up.
Yeah, we certainly know that.
Oh
Great
my
double
gosh, Pack.
horizontal from Pack. Very nicely done. I was a little worried about the shape of this board because there was kind of a chasm in columns 3 and 4 just throughout most of this level. But Pack worked around it, came up with these different plans. It's working out really well now. I think, yeah, going in between those two blues in column 7 was the way to go. Meanwhile, Luke still hindered by how much blue is on the top line here. Just very frustrating. I think he's going to go horizontal on the blues. That could set up for a plan for horizontal red, but it's going to be a little slow going, and Pack's already out of level 10.
Yeah, Pack out at a 5'11", and I mean I see what you mean with the potential for a horizontal red, but because there's so much yellow there, well,
Oh,
if he had
oh,
taken that
oh,
fat
if
log,
he'd
it
taken
would
that
have actually
foul.
it would have given them the opportunity to have the horizontal red, but it's not going to matter. He finds it another way out at a 540. But Luke, man, you broke my heart not taking that fat log.
I know, broke my heart too, but these two are off into their level 11. Packy already 20 viruses ahead here. Now, of course, the center of that board very wide open, and he's got columns 1, 2, and 3, all with red on the top, or blue on the top line rather. And that's going to be a little bit of a tricky spot, but it looks like he's going to be just sort of weaving back and forth, focusing on the sides, focusing on the bottom, and that's just the straightforward play that you're going to want to have here.
Yeah, absolutely. That's really all Packy can do at this point. I like the setup he's got on this red horizontal in his column 2, and yes, using those blues to stack up on top of that to clear out those blues. We've had Chris Bidwell call that strip mining before, and I kind of like it. I kind of like it.
Meanwhile, Luke had some really good plays there in the center of the board, just clearing everything out. I think it's not going to be enough, but this play was really strong from Luke trying to come back, and Packy out at a 650. Very nicely done for game 1.
Yeah, 650. Also, just about what time it is here in Texas. So that's kind of fun. And Luke gonna go ahead and finish this one out. I don't blame him. I like that drop into a horizontal there by Luke. Okay, no, he's
Oh,
gonna
just
go ahead and
teasing
get
us.
reset.
Okay. I'm a fan of the play moving along really fast. Once you see your opponent's done, I'm a fan of just going all over again. These two already ready to go. I'm kind of hoping decider. I like watching these two.
Yeah, yeah, this is a fun one. Let's have a decider. Let's have a 3-2-1 pills. Let's have an overtime. Let's just have it all.
Yeah, let's have a tie. Like,
I
let's just
want it
manifest.
all.
Let's just manifest all of that. Great opening horizontal for Luke. That was the only thing that could be done with those reds. Both players working with a lot of blue on their top line, but let's see if I would love for Luke to have continued to get a little more blue, but it was not to be. Meanwhile, Packy a little bit spired in that column 8. You know, it's a little tough. He's gonna take drop time or have to wait on some double blues. So that's gonna take a little time for him.
Yeah, both of these boards, they're just screaming, "Hey, I'm gonna take as long as humanly possible."
Yeah.
And really kind of surprised that Luke didn't drop that blue yellow into column 3 and set up a horizontal there. He probably saw something I didn't, or just maybe he didn't see that. I don't know, but and that surprised me a little bit. Now, Pekin actually here at Luke, he has the opportunity to take a really stupid fat log in the center of his board. I don't think he's gonna go for it, but it would be absolutely wild. And look, he had the pills, he would have gotten it too. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah, but I love that you said, well, he had the opportunity to take a really stupid move, you know? I love that. But look at that. He takes a big move down the center. I think that taking those blues in between, that's going to drop the red down. But it could be a slightly faster play. And now we see that the side columns that I was a little bit worried about from Packy, he's building up to those. So he's building a platform. He is going to have to take some drop time. There we go in column 2. So that's going to slow him down a little bit, but that was always going to be the build for the end game. And now he just needs some blues and some reds.
Yeah, but it is Luke out first at a 154. And interesting decisions here to be made by Luke as Packy now joins him into level 9. And I think Luke so far making all the correct decisions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a good start. I'm curious to see. All right, he gets that horizontal with the blue there in the center. He's going to need a lot of red and yellow to keep this board going, whereas Packy's board has a little bit more diversity on it. And notice he's got a great opportunity for a horizontal yellow there, and he's setting up for a horizontal with the reds too. He's got lots of options, whereas Luke was sort of forced into specific moves at the beginning of the game. Would love to see a double blue for Luke. Maybe it'll come through. Maybe we can manifest.
Luke was forced into
Yeah,
them.
let's go. Oh. Oh. No. Boo.
It's all good. It's all good. Boo me all you want, Savage.
I know, it only makes you stronger.
It does.
These two
It-
are so close together. 4-virus game right now. And again, you notice that Packy still has the situation on that that right-hand side. I keep getting my directions mixed up today, where he is going to have to take that drop time. He takes a drill clear and luckily gets bailed out with those double blues. It makes the drop time a little bit less, but what's going to be down to, can Luke get enough reds?
Yeah, and I really like the setup here that Luke has. Oh, and he gets the double reds anyway. And it's a double red rush. Oh my goodness. Wisely
let's
putting that on
go.
top that he gets the yellow reds that he knew was coming out at about a 345. Packy just needing 3 reds of his own. 1, 2, 3. There we go. 353 for Packy. We have an 8-second difference going into our penultimate level here. And wow, that's a lot of red for Luke.
Yeah, I mean, Packy's got a lot as well. I have to say, I was sort of just so excited. I know that Ibar in the last game said, "Oh, I didn't even know it was the last level." Like I was thinking that was the last level with how dramatic it was. So I'm so glad we have 2 more levels of this from both players. Packy's board, not diverse at all now. It just needs a lot of blue and yellow to keep advancing it. But luckily he's getting it. Needs to continue to get yellow to get down to those lower levels. I think I like Luke's open situation a little bit better, even though he has to take some drop time.
Yeah, it's just going to be a little bit of drop time though, and it's really not bad. And he's doing it effectively and efficiently, and that's the main thing. Don't fully agree with where he put that yellow blue in column 2 though. May have been a little bit better place to put that, but it ends up being the same, so it's not really a huge deal. But maybe just a little bit more of a better spot for that. But now setting up for a red yellow fat log potential. I don't think he's going to go for it, especially getting a double red and a double yellow right, one after the other. 524 here for Luke going into the final level. Packy really not far behind though, using that double yellow to open up his blue into column 8. And yeah, pretty good place here by Packy. 540, a little bit behind the 8 ball. It is a 5 virus chase down. This is definitely not over yet.
For sure. Packy's endgame was really clean. He left it open. Some players have the tendency to block up the bottom of their board during the endgame, and Packy was not doing that. It did mean that some situations had to be cleared out vertically, which means a little bit of drop time, but these two players so close together. It's going to come down to really who's going to get exactly what they need for the plans that they're working on. And look at that. Luke manages to clear out some of that right-hand side, but wow, a really slanty board there for Luke.
Yeah, and this blue red exactly what Luke needed. His board's looking much less spired than it was, but take a look over at Packy's board. It's starting to look a little bit split, but this is a dead heat, Savage. Both players with 18 now, Luke with 16, but Packy's got setups upon setups. He clears out a few there. He's going to clear out 2 more with this red yellow. You gotta get some blue though if your name is Packy 619 here, and that's really what he's gonna need right now is mainly blue. And looks like for Luke setting up that nice offset fat log. Luke's clearing the board with a little fat log. That was a huge fat log, actually.
Yeah, and I didn't see that coming. I was like, oh, there's some things that Luke could have done differently with that. And now I have to agree that looked very, very cool. And this endgame so close together for the two of them.
Yeah, but
Oh
Luke's
my
just gonna
gosh,
need a
get that one
blue.
blue.
There it is,
Yeah.
740, and Pack's gonna be out at a 734.
Oh,
Wow.
we're gonna get the decider.
Decider. Decider. Yum.
Yum. It's funny because I'm hearing you in my headphones. We're probably not talking at the same time, but we're synced up in my mind. It's cool. All right, this is really exciting. I'm really glad that we get to see more of these players. They're doing great. We've got a ready from Packy and a ready from Luke. So we're on to game 3 to decide who's going to go on to the semis.
Yeah, we are, and this is a 4-5 match. This is everything you want in a 4-5 match. As we have our 3-1 pills, and both players out at the exact same time. Shout outs to the exact same. Hope you're doing well, buddy. And yeah, Luke, a lot of blue on this board. Packy's looking a little bit more diverse for him. Would really love to see a red yellow, and there it is. Nice combo there by Packy.
Yep, and he's going to do a drop into a horizontal here with the blue, very nicely done, but not a lot of place to put blue-yellow if it shows up, so he's going to have to be taking some drop time. There he goes, he takes some down the center. So again, has this formation where the sides are much higher than the middle, but it's a little bit easier for him this time to work around it because it's not necessarily a stoplight situation for him, and he's doing great tucks in between. And so he's been able to open up about a 10 virus, 9 virus, 8 virus, depending on what second it is, lead against Luke, who's still, it doesn't feel like endgame yet, especially because of that column 8 for Luke.
Yeah, Luke really needs this yellow-blue and now a red-blue to bring this down. There it is. Luke, I only accept American dollars, so I hope your check is in American.
Nice log there from Luke, and Packy is out at a 121, so just blazing through that first level.
Yeah, Packy with a pretty strong lead here. Luke really not too far behind. Ooh, nice just offset fat log from Packy. Luke really needing yellows and blues to clear this out. Gotta think, yep, he's gonna go for that tuck. Drills this down, gonna get a nice little offset. Oh, not gonna go for the offset fat log, actually. Now just needing one more yellow there. Oh, and he doesn't quite get it over. He's got another one. There it is, 154 for Luke. And he's just laughing it off.
Yeah, it's like it's hard. That very last one, if you don't scooch it over, it feels like, cosmic laughter at you. But you just gotta laugh back in response. Now, Luke is about 20 viruses behind Packy. We know that, this is still only the second level here. It really depends on, obviously, what people are dealt and how they deal with it. But Packy needs a lot of red, and he's not getting it.
Packy just had a really nice swim. That was fantastic. I love to see that. And Packy just, even though he's not getting the reds, he's been able to build a pretty strong lead here. And historically, after Packy has lost a crown, he turns on the heat. It's exactly what he's done here. But this lack of red pills that the Mario's just not giving him is really giving Luke a chance to get back in this. And he's brought this down to just a 7 virus game. Now Packy only needing reds while Luke gets a nice sweet tea of all red.
Mm-hmm. One thing that Packy did that was really smart is he was able to bring down some of the right-hand side garbage so that he wasn't relying on bracket clears to get out, and he's out at about a 318. So he's moving along. Looks like we've got a big horizontal hope there for Luke, and he's setting up to drop some yellow down on top of it. Very nicely done. Now just needs a couple more blues and he'll be out.
Yeah, there it is, 339 for Luke, about a 22-second differential here. Behind Packy is Luke. Nice horizontal there by Luke. You gotta think he's trying to open up those reds to get the blue to drop down after a horizontal clear, and he's gonna be able to open that up. Now it's just a matter of getting the right pill, which right now is a double red. Now a blue red would also work, and there it is.
Yeah, that was awesome. And meanwhile, Packy needs quite a bit of blue. Again, is another blue story to keep this board going. I would love to see a double blue for him to keep the center of that board going with a horizontal. But he's making it work really well. I think a horizontal still a good possibility here, and that yellow garbage going away right away. So he's got great plans. He's going to be able to use every blue that comes his way.
Yeah, absolutely. And good double blue there for Packy. Just waiting for, I think Packy really wants to kind of do a column over D sandwich, get that red out of the way. Oh, and look at this, the blue red. It's gonna get the vertical and drop down into a horizontal. What a play by Packy. He's out at a 502. Luke not too far behind. Gets a nice little clear there. It's gonna block off a horizontal that he had, but it doesn't matter because he had it vertically set up as well. Just needing 2 more blues and a red. There it is. And he gets a blue red, interestingly enough. 524 for Luke. Gotta turn on the jets if he wants to put Packy away here.
Packy did a tuck to clear out a bit of the middle of that board, and we'll see how that goes. Again, he's creating shapes where the sides are higher than the center, so it could cause drop time, but currently he's in that space where that top line is still really even, and he's bringing it down. But this is a 4 virus game, so anything can happen right here. Packy takes a garbage drop there down the center. Luke takes a drop into a horizontal. Very nicely done from both players.
Yeah. Okay, getting that blue out of the way in Packy's column 2 was going to be absolutely essential. And then, of course, followed by the red-yellow, he's able to get the drill down, get the triple clear, and things are looking a lot better for Packy now. Just needing a lot of red and blue to get down into this end game, this blue-red. I'm kind of surprised, actually, that he didn't go for the horizontal in column 4.
I'm just mesmerized. I don't know what's going to happen here. Luke is laying down the law here with those blues. Wow, a beautiful L there for Luke. And this game is so close. I do like how many doubles Packy has available on the bottom of that board, but Luke's got a lot as well. And so it's like, hey, can you open up that right hand side and make everything available to you? If you can, this game's going to be a runaway.
Yeah, Luke now only needing 4 viruses, 2 reds, 1 yellow, 1 blue. Really kind of surprised that Luke didn't tuck that in over on the right to get the blue yellow that was coming next. It's not gonna matter. Luke is out at a 7-8, 7-19, and Packy just passed that at a 7-24. It will be Luke going on to semifinal Sunday, and he will be facing off against Adelito. But hey, we've got 2 more matches for you coming up. We've got Resomatic and Archer Lewis, Ramsey and Influx. Who's going to move on to play each other in that bottom set of matches? We're going to find out soon. This is the DRMC. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the DRMC 2026 January Speed Bracket. We've got Archer Lewis, we've got Resomatic, we've got me, John Datflindo, in the booth, and we've got Sergeant Saros joining me, and we've got a heck of a match here, Sarge.
Oh, yes. This is going to be quite a match between these two here. We got Archer Lewis versus Resmatic. These two have faced each other before, way back in September 24 in the silver finals. Resmatic ended up winning that one, but these two have had very good times in silver over the years. So it'll be good to see these two in the gold and see how they handle the different level bracket here.
Yeah, and both of these players kind of having to take down behemoths to get here. We had Archer Lewis taking down Betty B, and Resomatic taking down Floyd. Huge upset there. And so this is a game I'm excited for. Probably not a game that we expected to see, but I'm all about it. As we have our readies and our 3, 2, 1 pills. Resomatic playing on medium, Archer playing on high. And here we go. Resomatic, lots of yellow, or not the yellow, blue and red on this top line. Archer, a little bit more diverse, but not quite a lot of places to put the blues right now, Sarge.
Yeah, they're doing what they can to open up positions for blue, and they make certain that when they do open up that the blue drops down and take it out right away. But it is going to be a continuing problem for them if every time they open up a blue, they take it off immediately. But So far, they seem to be handling things pretty well. They've got a 7 virus lead over Resmatic, who I can see is setting up for a sweet tea. Always beautiful to see. And
Oh,
he placed that yellow blue and upside down, and you could tell immediately that he knows that that's going to be a little bit more than a minor cleanup, because he's not going to be able to take those blues out horizontally. We'll be able to take the top one out, but the bottom one's going to take a little bit more effort to do, and that could make a big difference here, John.
yeah, and Archer's already got a 12 virus lead on him, so that's gonna be pretty tough to bounce back from. But we saw Resmatic again take down Floyd in his round one match, so he's absolutely capable of bringing this back against a really good opponent.
It depends on what the next board is, because that's all it takes. Him to a new level can completely change everything.
Yeah, and we see Archer now just waiting for 2 more reds. And even all that said, it's only a 2 virus game. Rez really did a good job as Archer out at a 149. 2 more reds for Rez is going to put him into level 9. And there it is, about a 202, I think it was.
Both of them have a big issue with access to blue here. That's going to be the big story for both of them on this level. There's a nice under clear there by Resmatic to drop things down there. That does make that red-yellow pill be a bit of garbage, but it shouldn't be anything. Oh, that will make it a big deal
No.
now, unfortunately, with that reverse. And right now, misdrops being the difference maker really in this one, is that's going to give Archer Lewis a chance to reassert the lead that he had a moment ago. On his side, meanwhile, it's a pretty open board. Could use a little bit more access to red, but he'll be able to get to that very quickly as soon as he gets those yellows out of the top couple rows there, John.
Yeah, and I really like this setup by Archer, and I like the decision to go ahead and take that blue yellow to drop that down. Now, very minimal garbage on the board of Archer Lewis. Just would really ideally like to see a double yellow. You could also go that route and do exactly what Archer just did. But and I love this double yellow too. Takes the horizontal, exactly the play I was looking for. Peeking back over here at Resmatic, it's only a 3 virus difference here. Resmatic dealing with a lot of viruses in the center of his board though, and it's not something you really want to see all your in-game viruses kind of clumped together in one place, because it's gonna mean that you're gonna have to clear all the stuff on top to get down to the bottom, and that is giving Archer a chance to move into level 10 here ahead of Resmatic.
And I actually really like this board. Yeah, it doesn't give a lot of access to yellow, but look at all the positions where you got 2 viruses vertical, 2 viruses horizontal, nice clumps together. The only minor issue I see really is the yellows or stairs in the middle, but even then they're in groups 2 for the most part, making it very easy to clear off. As right now, Rez is just waiting for this last yellow to come down and is out at oh no, I thought he was out. Now he's out at a 425 there. I had a little bit of an issue there. I couldn't quite see things. I apologize for that. But so far, it's looking pretty good for Archer here, John.
Yeah, Archer with a 19 virus lead here. I mean, there's still a whole nother level to go after this. But Archer's in pretty good shape here, especially looking at Resmatic's board and how much red and yellow he's got to work with at the top of this board. Like the tuck under there to get the red blue and set up some more stuff. But peeking back over at Archer now, 12 viruses remaining, and just doing a heck of a job here to stay ahead of Rez. Some interesting decisions that could be made. And Archer, this is the exact same stupid fat log that Luke had earlier, and Archer went for it and got it. Holy cow.
It was a very impressive move, and pretty much has solidified huge lead for Archer here. It just needs 3 more reds. There's 1, there's 2, and 3. Out at a 534 as he goes into the last level, while Resmatic is still 18 viruses back and got mostly red and yellow on the top lines. Can make it very difficult to move in towards its next level very quickly here. It's definitely gonna be an uphill climb for Rez.
Yeah, absolutely. And so much yellow on this board, too, that Resumatic's having to work through. It's really not what he wants to see at all. But and you hate to see it for him, even if you're Archer here, you don't want to look over at your opponent and see this. That's just you don't want to you don't want to take it that way.
Yeah, especially because all of us have had a level or two like this, and you know exactly how it feels. You'd never wish this on anybody. But right now, over on Archer's side, could use a little bit more access to those blues, but things are going to go. Is he going to go for another double yellow right in the middle of his board here? If he gets another one of these, he's going to pretty much solidify that he's got this first match, as Resmatic is out at a 650. It's a 30 virus difference. It's not looking good, but never say never.
Yeah, but it does look pretty good here for Archer. Had a little bit of a misdrop in the vicinity of those yellows. There was a blue yellow that I think was supposed to be flipped the other way, but a nice drop extended fat log there from Archer. Gotta think now probably going to be building up to get these yellows horizontally, and that's exactly what is being signaled here by Archer. Gets the blue red that I hoped was going to show up, and with this yellow, a 728 for Archer takes game 1.
Was that really big fat log bone? He get like 6 viruses off at once or something. That was absolutely insane, the number of them that he managed to take off down there. It was a very clean and dominant first match by Arch Lewis in this best of 3.
Yeah, and I should clarify, it wasn't a stupid idea to take the fat log. It was a holy cow, what a ridiculously fat log. It's just stupid that it actually happened. Stupid in the good way. And that was a D-sandwich fat log too, by the way.
Yeah, a great coach once said, "Everything looks stupid until it works." And
Yeah,
that's
it's only
exactly
stupid
what
if it
happened
doesn't
there.
work, right? No, but absolutely great play from Archer and from Resumatic. But we have our game 2 coming up here. Both players are ready, and we will do this here in a moment. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, pills.
Interesting boards by both of them. I'm not exactly certain how I feel about them. I mean, there's a lot of combinations, horizontal and vertical for Archer, but the biggest issue is a huge amount of it is blue, and I don't like seeing a lot of blue on any board. I don't think any Dr. Mario player does. Resmatic's got much more variety, but it's also a little bit more spread out. He's got pretty much far left and far right, and he's got very little in the middle to work with.
Yeah, it's I don't love either board, to be honest, but I think I'd rather play Resumatics than Archers at this point. And they're both doing what they can in an unfortunate situation. I thought this was a double yellow for Resumatic. I was about to go nuts, but it was a red yellow. I mean, still doing exactly what he needed to do with that pill, though. Would love to see some yellow blue on the side of Archer Lewis, just to be able to drop some stuff down here and really progress towards more of an in-game situation. And yeah, Resumatics definitely got the lead here.
Okay, I was gonna say, is Archer waiting on a double blue? You might be waiting for a while if you're waiting on that, but beautiful sweet tea there, clearing out pretty much everything, but left themselves a little bit of an issue in column 7 there. That's not going to be exactly an easy solution, but we'll have to see how this goes. Meanwhile, Resmag's got just one red that they need. That's not a red. There it is, out first at a 149. Good start for Rez to try getting back into this matchup, as Archelaus is just waiting on those blues. Oop, I'm not certain if they wanted. Oh, they're going to go for it horizontally. That does make a little bit of sense, as they are out at a 204, about 15 seconds behind, but most certainly not insurmountable at this point.
Oh, and I love this board for Archer too. This looks so good. Was hoping for a horizontal there with the yellows to drop the blues down. Didn't happen, but it's really not going to matter. Archer going to be able to fly through this board and is already flying through this board, and now, in fact, now has a lead over Resomatic. Resomatic one virus back now, trying to take this lead back. Resomatic's got a fairly decent board here too. There's a lot of yellow in the mid game that he's going to have to work through. But if he gets the pills for it, then this is going to turn into a match real fast.
The biggest issue that Archer is having right now is the fact that he is getting so much yellow, and there's really been no place to place a lot of it. So it's been positioning essentially wasted halves because there's been nothing to do with it, and it has slowed down a bit, allowing Resmat to get right back into this. And really the only quote-unquote trouble spot on Rez's side right now is column 8, and if he gets a red-blue, that'll be taken care of very easily. Right now, all Archelaus needs is red. He needs 4 red pieces. A double would be perfect right there. He's going to take the bottom one out first. That's probably the smart way of doing things, but it's a double, not too much of a difference. And he's out at a 334, and Rez out at a 338. We still have a tie game here.
Yeah, and just as I predicted, Archer flew through that level 9. That was a speedrunner's dream of a board right there. And I love the play there by Archer, creating the drop into the horizontal, I think it was, and starting to get a little bit split though in the center of this board for Archelaus. Gonna have to be careful about how that's navigated, but really not a good place for that yellow blue, to be honest. You can't fault Archer for that.
Yeah, it was one of those situations where there wasn't any good place to place, but he managed to make it so that any drop that came out of it, he managed to use up both sides of almost everything there. Very nice job, all things secured, but now he needs a lot of red. Meanwhile, over on Resmatic's side, where it's more or less a tie game right now, could use a little bit more red himself, but he's got a position where he has access to more or less everything at this point.
Yeah, I like the board state here for Resomatic. Oh, and I love this yellow blue that he just got, creating some drop combos. Really nice there. Could have gone for horizontal on the blues there on the left side, but now has both of them cleared out regardless. And red blue, I was about to say red blue would be really great for Reds, and then he just gets it before I even have a chance, followed by a red yellow to create another drop into a horizontal. Resomatic now only needing reds. That super fast level 9 that Archelaus had has now been forced over to Resomatic, who's just having a blazing level 10 here. Now just needing 4 more reds though, and peek over at Archer's board. This is very, very spired. More than likely going to be taking some horizontals, maybe even building up a nice little fat log here. And Resomatic gets out at a 550. Archer's going to be clearing this from underneath.
Yeah, he had, unfortunately, he placed the yellow-blue backwards and then more or less blocked off any real attempt he had to clear out the column 1 from above. So he's had to take it out like this, but he will be getting out at 611. But unfortunately, that completely destroyed any real lead that he had. Now he's working from behind. It's only about a 5 virus difference right now, but with no real access to yellow, and a lot of staircases with the colors on this board. This could be a very difficult level 11 for Archer Lewis.
Yeah, but neither board is particularly diverse, especially here on the top lines. Rez doesn't have anything but red on his top line, actually. You gotta hope that he gets a double red here soon, or even a blue red would be good. And there's the double red that I was calling for. But still pretty much nothing but red on the top here. And Archer Lewis, lots of yellow and lots of red on that board as well. I don't like either of these boards, Sarge. I just don't.
Yeah, this is, you know, oftentimes in these matches, you see the final level be who can get through it fastest. With the boards that both of these players have gotten, this one is more or less who can survive the board is more what we have this time.
Yeah, but Rez is starting to make some moves here. I love that setup that he's got on the blue. Is going to be able to clear that out with this double yellow right here, making a nice cascading fall. But we see Archer Lewis with just 6 viruses remaining and with a pretty good in-game situation here, Sarge. Looks like Archer is on the way to moving on to Sunday, and that is the case.
Yeah, they had an absolutely amazing series of pills that helped them take out, I think it was 6 viruses in a 5-second period down below, and that just solidified it for Archer Lewis, who gets the round 2 sweep in very impressive fashion. Looks like Resmedic is going to try to finish this one out. Just needs a couple more pills to finish it off. Just mostly, actually all blue at this particular point. We're just going to see if we'll get... No, he's going to wave the white flag here, and that means we'll move on to our next match. So don't go anywhere. You are watching the DRMC.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the 2026 January Gold Speed Monthly. It is our last month. Oh, wait, it's not our last month. It's our last match of the night between Ramsey Fox and Influx. Woo. And here to help me call this is Betty B. Betty, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? What's going to happen here?
Well, you know what? This is a month of, I don't know. My answer to this
Right?
month. But it has been fantastic to watch, and this one is no exception to that. So Ramsey here, beating Ook the Librarian. We'll get those names matching up to the people shortly here. But we have Ramsey there, and Influx is no stranger to round two and taking it even further than that. So both of these players know how to put down a pill.
I love that. They absolutely do. This is going to be really fun. And, Ramsey Fox taking down Ook, who has definitely been on an upward trajectory. That is really fun. And, I hope he's having a good time. It's not too much stress. Just let it ride, have a good time, and maybe get to Sunday. That would be
Now,
awesome.
now I will say I have a little bit of pride here because both of these players are in my neck of the woods from where I'm from. So
Oh,
yeah, and actually two extremes. So we have East versus West in this state. So I'm looking forward to see which is better. Is it Casey? Is it St. Louis? I don't know. We'll find out right here.
ooh, I love this. A battle across the state.
And here I am in the middle, so I am neither for or against either of them. So
Uh-huh,
I'm
uh-huh.
just
Well,
looking for a great match.
yep, we shall see as this goes on who Betty starts to cheer for more. Let's call her out, everybody.
I
But
know.
I mean, I hope everyone across the country is staying warm. I know that hit negative wind chill today pretty severely for me, so that was lovely. And we have readies from both players. They are going to heat it up for us right now. 3, 2, 1, pills. Beer, 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 beer.
I was like, where was it? Where was it? We did. Oh,
Ooh.
a nice open tea in just two pills on Influx's side. That
Mm.
was awesome to see those. Um, and let's see, on Ramsey's side, just bringing down his board, having to burn those yellows in order to maintain board health, but doing a great job.
Yeah. Ramsey's first couple of clears were horizontals, very good ones too. Look at this. He's going to get a great
Oh,
L. It's tough. He's got that straight top line. So much of it is red. He's bringing it down. But yeah, we shall see. Just everything calling out for a horizontal, but they're not always that easy to make up that high on the board. So, but these two very close together right now, both bringing it down. Influx needs a lot of yellow, Betty.
yeah, he truly does. And he is getting a double yellow rush. You helped a little bit there, but it was kind of short-lived there. So he's still needing a little bit more help on yellow. And Ramsey's side here, I could see the vision of all of the
Yeah,
horizontals that he's
right?
just hoping to get, and we'll see if that actually comes true.
There we go. He gets it down. So he is going to need to build up in order to get that yellow horizontal, and then all his dreams will come true. Yes. I love that for him. These two playing so well. There's going to be a great combo from Influx as he takes out this blue horizontally and the yellows come out as well. Very nicely done, out at about a 132, and Ramsey out at a 137. This is a game.
Yeah, both of these players playing lights out here. And this is it's awesome to see the Ramsey having to make a quick maneuver there with a pill because it didn't quite have an available spot there, but he did work well with that. But it is maybe causing a little bit more thought than he's needing to put to this and slowing him down just a little bit, whereas Influx is continuing to make his way down his board.
And that's the thing. When you're playing on high speed, when you're playing in a tournament, you have your next move ready to go basically as soon as you see that next box, sometimes before. So when you
Mhm.
have to actually slow down and think,
Mhm.
that could be tough sailing,
And it throws everything off.
Mhm.
We say a lot of times that mistakes beget mistakes, and that's similar to when you have that slowdown. Now you're slowed down on all the other plays that are coming after that. So, but Ramsey getting right back into it. I like that play by him,
Mhm.
and trying to continue working his way down the board. But now it's a 13 virus difference between the two of these.
Yeah, it is, and I'm a little bit surprised that Influx didn't open up that play on the right, but then of course it was still there right away. So he just needs a couple more reds. I'm wondering if he's going to go horizontal on the top one or go for an underclear, but so far RNG not panning out for either of those things to happen. So he is going to go for that horizontal and a
Wow.
double red blitz coming in right at the end for a tee out. But speaking of red, guess who needs it, Betty? Oof.
Yeah, Ramsey definitely does need it on
Oof.
his end. But getting this wonderful
Yes.
red rush was awesome to see. But yeah, like I watched Influx and I saw that setup in his end game, and it was really smart because he was trying to avoid some unnecessary drop time into getting into this 10. Now joining in 10 is Ramsey, so a little bit behind here, but still making some great moves to stay in this.
That was a tough little drop there. I think he had a misplay, but he managed to clear it out pretty nicely. It
Mm.
it cleaned out there. I wonder, there's kind of some
He's setting up for the
specific,
horizontal.
yeah, they got all fall in a specific order, and there he goes, he gets it.
Wow.
And so now I think what he probably wants to do is build for that blue horizontal.
Hmm.
Got a
And that's
little bit
exactly
of
what
a,
he's gonna do. He sees
yeah.
there is a little bit of trash that was left over for that, but if you can see, he also has a T setup in there that will drop that yellow and still
Ooh.
be usable. So, like, if he goes for that, and here it is, perfect fill.
Yes!
I called it.
Oh,
I called it.
yes!
Let's
Yeah,
go.
you did. That was awesome, and I mean, he needs so much yellow here on the board, but I mean, he is really working with this very well, and Influx having a good game over there as well. Look at that. It looks like he's signaling that he's gonna be taking those yellows out horizontally. Good, and he gets the horizontal on the next blue as well. And there we go. He could have been out a tiny bit earlier on that blue, I think, but it really doesn't matter. He is out at about a 5-0-0.
Yeah, and Ramsey right behind, like he just needs this one blue out 10 seconds later, but you wouldn't have thought he was behind at all in that level. He was blasting through that level 10 and continuing the aggression. Look at this huge cross clear by Ramsey. That was amazing to break into this 11 and bring this close.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Influx got some really good plays to start this off. Notice, I mean, he's just working his way down his board really nicely. I think there's going to be a little bit of a slowdown here unless he can, well, as I was going to say, unless he can get some red. And now you see he's already setting up a horizontal with that yellow. So very creative play here. Influx is really setting up contingency plans. If I don't get X, what am I going to do?
Hmm.
If I keep not getting yellow, what am I going to do? And he's going to make sure to stack things on top so he can build that horizontal. But
And
wow,
we
Ramsey's taking
lovingly
a little bit of a lead.
Yes, we lovingly say that Influx is a greedy player because he knows what he wants, and sometimes you have the with building those flexibilities, you can wait for it, and Influx does that very, very well. But
Mhm.
yes, Ramsey taking the lead here by about 5 viruses, but there is some drop clears that Influx does have set up, but gosh, Ramsey is getting the exact pills he needs right now.
Yeah, this is outstanding. I mean, Influx playing well, but just needs a little bit more. I mean, some blues there that need to happen. Ugh. Oh,
Wow,
that stopped for me. Yes. Yes. Yes.
there it
Oh
is.
my gosh, a 650 for Ramsey to take game number 1. Ramsey's on fire.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Influx will be right behind, just needing a little bit more red and blue help if he decides to finish it. And there's a double blue. Oh, double blue rush to help. So there we go. Very, very close matchup between these two, but Ramsey taking that first crown.
Yeah, and I that's more than 20 seconds off of his PB in this level block. I'm pretty sure. So that's outstanding. I think certainly the first time under 7. So that is the way you want to put your stamp on the first game of round 2. Very nicely done. And Flindo already voting Ramsey for most improved this
In
year.
January,
Ramsey
yes.
saying, we are
1 month
5% of the
in.
way through the year, sir. Hey, take your flowers. Take your flowers. You're doing well, buddy.
But yes, you are
Right.
correct. Ramsey's previous best in this level bracket was a 7:18. So
Oof.
shredding that by over a minute. And also representing the DRMC regional shirt is Ramsey. So we do have merch if anybody else is interested in picking up similar swag and stuff like that. So hash or exclamation point merch in Discord will give you a link directly to that shop, and if you so choose.
I'm saving up all my t-shirts for a quilt one day. But I keep wearing them all the time. So like, I don't know when to let them go and make them into a beautiful blanket. But we got 3, 2, 1, and pills.
Both
Ooh,
players having a
awesome.
lot of to deal with right
Mhm.
now.
Yep. Oh, I'd love a double blue for Ramsey. It's probably not going to happen based on the formations I think we're seeing right now.
But a
Good
nice
tuck for
drop
Ramsey.
clear. Yeah, a nice drop clear by Influx to keep a clean board there. Oh, gosh, both of these players, not a bit of trash to speak of right now.
Yeah, this is looking really, really good. Now, notice how floaty Influx's board is. There's
Mm.
very, very little in the first 3 rows to speak of. So we'll see how that comes down. I wonder if it's going to cause any drop time or no. Ramsey bringing this down. A lot of yellow high up here, but any yellow that he can use can really be made into a combo. So he's doing well.
Yeah, but speaking of doing well, I like that last second change by Influx, realizing that he had a lot of yellow and using his yellow pill half effectively there to clear a yellow instead of the red that was that presented itself. So just needing one more yellow now to get out and out at a 112. Wow. That I mean, those
Mhm.
are times that you look for in 6 to 9. So like
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah, and Ramsey's out with a nice vertical into a horizontal, and he's out at sub 130. So this is a game, folks. I mean,
Mhm.
this is outstanding. And let's see, Influx looking probably to drop the blue in that
There we
column
go.
3 into something, but yeah, tucks with
Wow.
that yellow. And so that blue isn't garbage. I didn't see that coming. That's a really great play, Betty.
Yeah, I saw it, but I was like, that's again
Mhm.
to his praise, he definitely can see those plays and make them happen. Like it's one thing to see them, but then also to be able to wait it out, maneuver around the way you need
Mhm.
to, and Influx does that and shows that right now. It's crazy.
Yeah, Ramsey building up to a really good play here. I
Yeah.
mean, a double red would make it perfect, but takes it, there's a little bit of garbage there on column 7, but it's not going to be too big of a deal. And he's just going to bring it down with a good horizontal. So he's 14 viruses back is Ramsey, but I mean, this is still a very excellent play. And let's see. Influx is going to save himself the drop time on the right hand side and tuck underneath out at a 230 ace.
Goodness. One of the things that I really see in Influx is just his ability to, oh, I'm gonna actually wait on that. That's gonna, especially his end game. His end game is next to none with what I see, and it's fantastic to get to watch him. But speaking of end game, Ramsey just trying to complete this level 9, needing some blue help, getting some blue, but now also having a little bit of a situation with the oh, wonderful drop clear with that red blue. Now just needing 3 more blues to get out.
Hmm. And meanwhile, Influx working on some horizontals here at the top of this board. I think yellow red would be the obvious way to go for that, but he gets the double yellow after burning that platform a little bit. That's some really nice play. Now, there's that blue that's up top, but notice it's not too
Mhm.
bad of a spired situation because a double blue like this would be good, or a red blue that he could just tuck underneath in column 1, so he doesn't have to worry about that piece for very long.
And did just that. He had some options there in order to maintain that yellow pill half, but decides not to do that. Which, again, play the move you can see, and he's playing some really good moves so he can see them. But oh god, look at Ramsey's board. There's
Oh, I hate
nothing
it.
but yellow.
I hate it so much. Yes, but look at that. I mean, like, actually, he's set up for a
Huge.
fat log.
Oh,
Like,
that was great.
do you see that? Like, he's set up
Yes.
for it. There he goes. He gets that fat log.
But still
Wow.
needing yellow after all of that came off. That's not
But
right.
I don't know, man. This planning is just outstanding. Like, I don't know if he saw that coming or not, but just like looking very good. Um, I think the yellow is really hindering him, slowing him down, but I think he looks like he's having fun with the setups that he's making, which is awesome.
And we're having fun watching it for sure.
Mhm.
But Influx on his end is already into his level 11, so already into his
Mhm.
last level here. So definitely needing to have it, Ramsey make some quicker moves in order to get out of this 10, because Influx is not slowing down.
Oh yeah. I mean, I wouldn't expect him to for 1 second. I mean, he wants to make this a really good match. Look at all this yellow for him though. Yikes.
Yeah.
There he goes. He gets that double yellow. Very nicely done. Looks like he could be setting up for a horizontal with the reds, and dropping down this blue in
Oh,
column
beautiful.
3 is gonna do it. He drops some garbage off with a T and some viruses. That's really nicely done. And Ramsey into his level 11. 32 viruses back. So, barring disaster for Influx, I think, Influx is gonna take this one, but wow, really nicely played from both so far.
Are the crows going to be fed?
Ah.
Caw. Oh, I love that. Look at Influx's play and getting a
Ooh,
double blue and
yeah.
another double blue, maintaining that nice yellow, not quite a monologue, but close enough. I love to see
Mhm.
it.
Oh,
Oh,
look
but
at
look
this
at this from
Ramsey.
Ramsey.
Oh.
We love to
Okay.
see that too.
I mean, that sounds
Yeah.
with moves
Yep.
like that, Ramsey's train is pulling into the station. We're all on
Choo-choo.
board. Choo choo. Let's go.
Wait, is that the new caw-caw? Choo-choo. I don't know. Maybe not.
Well, we're gonna workshop it. We're gonna
Yeah,
workshop it.
yeah.
I'm
We'll
sure
mess around.
2026 is just gonna bring all kinds of things for the Dr. Mario community.
Oh my goodness. Hot time number 7 right there for Influx, according to SB. So thank you, SB, for finding that tidbit for us, and congrats to Influx for having such a fantastic time. Yeah, 612. That sub 6, like you were hinting at, Savage, it's right there.
All right, friends, we got to make this happen before the end of the year. You're hearing Anti-Savage asking for it,
Yeah, she quilts, okay, everybody? She is anti-Savage for sure.
We've got a ready from Influx, and we need a ready from Ramsey. Oh, we got it. Oh, Betty. Oh.
Let's go. I know I mentioned this in chat before we got started, but there is no better place to be than right here in the booth with you on a Saturday night calling some round 2 matches. And what round 2 matches they are.
I know, round 2 is so good, am I right? I mean, like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think there tends to be this idea that there's a curse in level 8, but that seems to only be for round 1, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
maybe I'm just bringing it on the players right now, and, that could be a little bit fun, but
I love it.
Oh, look at that
Oh,
for Ramsey!
wow.
Holy guacamole.
Now, he did have to burn a few setups in order to get that, but that was fantastic to watch. So keep burning it. I don't care.
Yeah,
I love it.
whatever. That was
Yeah,
was
we're here
pretty
for it.
awesome. And these two so close together right now, but Ramsey needs blue. And needs blue
Mhm.
badly.
Yeah, had to burn a few yellows. He could have, undertucked with some of those in order to try and make something of those, but it's not stopping him now. He's making his forward plays, and now has a lot more color diversity. But lack of color diversity is what Influx has right now. A lot of red
Mhm.
blocking some moves that he would be making.
Yeah, and the formation of that board, it's really tight in the center there. Everything is very congested in the middle,
Oh
and so
wow.
luckily he's clearing it out to open this up. He's got a plan to take out those reds horizontally in row 2, but he just needs a bunch of yellow to keep the rest of that board going.
But Ramsey's board, look, it's so
Yeah,
clean.
right?
Like it- he just needs one blue. He's going to be out first and into his level 9 at a 139, and Influx right behind it after like 2 seconds, I think, at a 141. So both of these players neck and neck here.
And a nice short stack to open from Influx. Good drop into a horizontal for Ramsey, creating a little bit of garbage there on column 8, but it looks like maybe he's trying to set up something for a horizontal or just,
Hmm.
get those reds out of the way. There we go. He drops it down. And so, if you can keep dropping that garbage down horizontally while not creating any more, not a bad move. But Influx is moving ahead a little bit, already has a 4 virus lead going, whereas Ramsey is
Oh,
trying to clean out the trash, and you can see it's a little bit tough for him to do so.
yeah, and you could see he was trying to actually maneuver around. Oh, I like that play from him, but he was trying to maneuver around some trash that he had to drop it. And it's not slowing him down now, but it did let Influx get a little bit ahead here, and it is a 9 virus difference between the two at this moment.
Mm-hmm. And Influx about to open up the center of this board just in time for that double blue to come in and have the horizontal fall. So that's going to be really good. And it looks like he's setting up for a horizontal at the end. So he's going to take his vertical with
Oh
the
my God,
red.
Ramsey, are we playing versus? Fantastic play by Ramsey, taking off half of his board. I'm saying it was half. I think it was. It was fantastic, and I
Wow.
I love I love to see it, but it makes me scared to face him in versus.
And Influx is into his level 10, needs a lot of blue to get this started. And we'll see how that goes. But look at that. He's dropping into a
Wow.
cross with all of that blue. That's the way to be efficient for sure.
Mhm. And yeah, it looks like Ramsey now is just down to his final few viruses here. We'll take the blue horizontal or set that up. That is giving him a little bit of a pill dependency, trying to get that blue that blue red, or having to clear the reds first and then build up back to that platform.
Mhm.
And that's what he did get out. So having a little bit more time than he wanted to get out of there.
Mhm. Yeah. And meanwhile, Influx continues to keep going very efficiently. He's thinking about this yellow
Oh my
horizontal, drops it
goodness.
down.
Oh, man.
Ooh, wow. Okay. Right.
As you were looking at Influx, I was just trying to watch Ramsey maneuver around the top of his board, and did so without topping out. A lesser person such like me who play in this game would have just topped out and been like, nope. But
Right,
Influx
I would have
going,
slapped the reset button probably.
yeah, yeah.
Let's be honest. Oh, wow. And Influx into his level 11, just storming through this. Just awesome, efficient plays, managing to get around all issues. Whew.
Yeah, I I can't. I'm looking both ways because both of them are just putting some plays. I'm like,
Mhm.
what are you gonna do with that? What are you gonna like? I just want
Right,
to see
right.
it all. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Ooh.
watching Influx with this T clear, and just having things that are exactly where they need to be in order to. It's amazing. Go ahead, Savage.
Mhm.
Go.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I think we see Ramsey getting a little bit frustrated because 'cause he's got a lot of different plans going, and I think,
Hmm.
there was some stuff going on with the yellows. He's starting to try to play a little too fast. You could see he's sitting back there, and just he's got to get his head back on straight, because I think he had a little bit of a rough sequence going through. But as long as he clears that columns 7 and 8, then he'll have a clearer path to the finish. But wow, I mean, there is no catching Influx right now.
No, there definitely isn't. I will say, there we go. I was like that. Those blues in column 8 were probably, a detriment to what Ramsey was trying to do. But now just needing a few more yellows to not get lapped at this point, honestly. And but Influx just needing a little bit more. Oh, I see. He's trying to get all the
Yeah,
blues
he's
at
trying to
once.
get that horizontal.
Out at it at
Not at us.
6:39, but not lapped is Ramses and doing some amazing work on his end to get a crown off of Influx. So that is to be commended, but Influx will be moving on.
Yeah, and I mean, look at this, folks. We had such a great match here. All 3 of the winning times under 7 minutes. We got a PB from Ramsey. We just got awesome play all around. And I mean, if this is any indication of what the semis are going to be like and the finals are going to be like tomorrow, you are not going to want to miss it, folks. GG's to Ramsey and GG's to Influx. Will be moving on. Ooh, Betty, what do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, this is just the kickoff to what will be an amazing year for DRMC. This is our 10th year of DRMC as well. And so this is just, it's something to be commended, and all around I'm excited.
Yeah, it's going to be a great one. So everyone, please come back tomorrow at 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific, as we see our last 4 players battling it out to see who is going to be our first champion of 2026. Thank you so much for joining us. Thanks from everyone in the commentary booth. Thanks to all the players. And of course, thanks to The Dave for keeping everything running so smoothly. Oh, couldn't do it without him, and we couldn't do it without you. So everyone, please stay warm this weekend. And until we see you again, take your vitamins.